I'm pretty sure the chat game. That's easy to fix. Nice. Fred. Yeah. Remember how low the bar is? Okay.
I promise you that there is at no point going to be me playing Cuphead while we're playing.
Bello! Welcome to the chat.
Cuphead and his power thing. Oh, it is live. Okay, there it is.
Time for me to notify 30 million people.
Hell yeah. Get added.
Nephew. Is what new? That's hilarious. I appreciate that.
Maybe they realize not all GMs are drinking wine.
He means on Twitch, like, you know how you
Oh.
have the antlers or whatever?
Oh, I did see that they changed them.
They change them like every season.
Yeah. So I told Hama this morning that I was like, I want you to have a thirsty emote, and he was like, just put bubble tea in the sip emote's mouth. And I was like, that's not the kind of thirsty I mean. I need it to be thirsty.
Thirsty. I don't know, he's partner now. Do you still get away with that?
Wait, do I still get away with like being Thor? Oh.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh. Okay. I understand now. I was confused.
Also, time for me to buy everything off of my birthday wish list. For
Hell
myself.
yes. Hell yes.
I can't wait to get that mug from Jess. It's gonna be fantastic.
I shopped off list, but I usually just wait every year for the inevitable. It's May 1st, and I desperately want this thing not in 2 weeks.
I mean, if it works.
That's true. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, why is it March? Nobody's gonna buy me that thing.
Why not?
That's true. I just have stumbled into a world where I'm generally responsible for most of my own purchases.
It's fair, but also you gotta build a culture of just buying things for your friends when you see something that reminds you of them, whether or not it's actually a time to give them things.
Oh, I live in that world.
Hell
Trust
yeah.
me.
That's the best world.
Hey, Mommy.
I lived in it a lot more before my mortgage.
Also, hi Momo, how's it going? Welcome to the chat.
Momo, Miney, Bello. Friends.
I know. I've made the cool one expensive. Also, Momo says hi, Zeb.
Hi, Momo. Sorry, I'm working on a very important shit post. I'll be able to pay attention to you in like 30 seconds.
I'm the quietest person? Okay, hold on. Hopefully that's a little bit better, and then after there's been some talking, we can fix it. All right, so hello. Here's today's layout. I hope that you like it. I spent a really long time both setting up the visuals and then
So
the
cool.
visuals. Ah. I already adjusted that. Thank you, Velo, and thanks for all of your help. Velo did a lot of work that you can't see yet, but you will see eventually, so hold your butts. Hey, look,
Are
it
we
works!
gonna-
Thanks, Nightbot.
Oh, that's cool. Do we need to have... I have the stream on my phone. Do I need to have it up on the computer and to be able to see what's happening?
No. It's just gonna show, like, character sheets and, like, the oracles and the
Okay.
list.
Okay. Cool.
Just stuff so that it makes it a little bit easier for chat to follow along. Oh no, Mama. Well, I'm glad that you're fully vaccinated, but I'm sorry that you're falling asleep. But don't worry. We're just, trying it out and seeing how it goes. Oh, I'm also, like, gonna be way too hot in this outfit. So I may give it up later, but I spent a lot of time setting this up. Okay. I like my holocall aesthetic, even though I had to completely redo it when I realized that the screen regions were not working out the way that I wanted them to. Yay, Miney, that's great.
All right. I have finished my masterpiece.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It is in fact all coming together,
Oh no.
as they say in the business.
Is it your Zebrak?
You're goddamn right it is.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Like all things with Star Wars, I have most Zabraks ruined for me because of a horrible, annoying character in KOTOR 2.
I should have just left the one with the tusks.
What can't
Nerd,
you
you
believe?
would like him. He's the worst. He's the worst character in the game. He's so annoying. Stop calling me General. I have amnesia.
Velo says, Zeb, that's a piece of art.
Yeah, it is. That is in fact exactly what it is, and I'm very proud of it. And it's mostly TK's work. I just did the easy part, which is drawing an AT-AT and calling it good.
It really is.
It is a good AT-AT. It's doing a little step.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do it's the California flag. It's my California AT-AT.
Oh, yeah. I know, I saw it.
I know, but it's got to be doing a little
Immediately
step.
recognizable.
The
as
bear.
California.
Well, the bear is doing a little step, so it has to be doing a little step. Otherwise, it's not the bear.
New California Empire. Don't joke about that, Velo. Oh god, don't joke about that.
Hello, Stinky.
I think Karina is done being cranky.
Good.
Yeah, she was having a bad time. Alright, are we ready to go? There was
Where are we
no one who
going?
promised that they would be here who is not here, so we're doing good so far. Hey, Parker, you made it. Welcome.
Woo!
No, it's fine. I'm not hot yet. Parker, as mentioned, no Bailey Yukata, so That's just too bad. Also, I screwed up my camera on every single one of my other layouts, and I'm gonna have to fix that after the stream. And I feel really dumb, but that's just how it worked out. So, today, we are playing In a Wicked Age, but we are set in a galaxy far, far away. If you don't know much about Star Wars, that's okay. If you know nothing about Star Wars, are we really friends? Can it be said that we even know each other? Anyway, basically the world state is such. The Empire did what the Empire does, and it has fallen to a position of weakness because of infighting, as usual. The Republic outdoing what the Republic does. Also, just in case it's important, Mandalore out there being independent, not a slave to the Empire for once, not a slave to the Republic like the fucking dirty heretics that we don't talk about unless I'm punching them in the face. So that's where we're starting out here today. We're using a modified version of the Oracles of a Nest of Vipers. So the way that this works is that we draw the Oracles, which is 4 different cards, and that tells us who we are today and what our goals are.
Other story elements, which is even cooler.
Hey, CEO, thanks for stopping by. Kane, thanks for stopping by. Yes, that was the one that your D4 picked. All right, Zeb, if you would like to draw the Oracles.
I mean, I'm a pretty shitty artist, but I do have some cards.
I hate you so much.
It's a big building with sick people in it, but that's not important right now.
Thanks, Curve.
Alrighty. Nest of Vipers. We've got the Ace of Hearts.
A vicious gang of cutthroats and alley thieves. Uh-oh, nothing has appeared. Oh wait, here we go. Aha, gotcha. Okay, sorry, continue.
The Two of Diamonds.
A healer, wary and terrified, having delivered a 10th consecutive stillbirth.
King of Clubs.
A troupe of musicians for hire, one of whom is a thief.
The Nine of Diamonds.
The corpse of a guard, caught in a deadly yet decorative plant.
There's our 4 oracles.
So, very shortly, they will be appearing on the screen so that other people can take a look at what we're doing here. Just give me a moment to make it legible. So, discuss how we would like to experience this.
Can we get them a little bit bigger so I can see the text
I'm
words?
working on that.
Okay, it's all good. Yeah, so having played before, who are the kind of one way that I like to break these down is like who are the explicit characters and who are the implied characters in this? Like who is clearly a character based on these oracles?
I think the midwife.
The midwife is clearly a character. I'd say that
The one thief among the musicians is clearly a character.
Yes, the thief among musicians. The corpse is a character, for sure, although they're dead. That doesn't actually stop anyone. Ghosts. It's Space Wizard time. And then implied, so we have the musician slash thief, the healer, weary and appalled or terrified. Sorry, I'm looking at the old oracles.
There you go. There, it's big enough now.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's also implied. There are some other musicians. There's probably someone the guard was guarding. There's probably there's probably someone investigating this death. There's probably the mother whose stillbirth was delivered. Right,
There's probably a space forest.
Yeah, probably the guard was guarding the mother who was delivering.
Oh, you think?
That would explain why
yeah.
they have deadly yet decorative plants in their house.
Well,
he's-
Oh
well,
yeah.
oh, so is it like the birth of some like this is like the 10th attempt for the
Oh,
heir
not
or
again.
whatever?
Oh,
And
that's
again.
good.
they've got like all the festivities ready. They've hired musicians. They've got like everything ready to announce the birth of the royal heir.
And like some of the common people may be allowed in, and that's how like the thieves are getting in. I hate you so much. Don't you dare. I hate you. Do you hear this famous chat? This is divorce papers.
Anyway, if I play this game twice and have to be the father of a fucking starborn twice, I'm gonna be very
No,
salty.
the baby is dead. Okay, excuse you.
Hell yes. What if it is? What if they are hot? Yeah, like.
How do
what?
do huts give birth? Do they
Can
have?
can you imagine being the person who just had to tell a hut warlord that their heir has like been stillborn?
So we got our little mushroom sprout opens up, dead.
For the 10th consecutive time.
The 10th consecutive time with the same midwife who surprisingly survived this long. So probably a forcer and very expensive. Or they are like indebted.
Yeah. Well, the vicious gang of cutthroats and alley thieves is literally everyone who is in this palace right
Yeah,
now.
there we go.
Okay, so we've got so kind of on this list of characters. Then we've got. I'm gonna just post them in Bunmo channel as we're thinking of them. I guess we've got the hut, the midwife, the musicians, or the thief. Are all kind of big time characters. There's also other.
So, guard captain, who I'll just make as an NPC to help push.
Unless someone wants to play the guard captain,
If they do, yeah.
the dead guard's boss / colleagues.
I think you all know
I would
who I
actually be
wanna
super
play.
down. I would actually be super down to play. Director of security for some sketchy hut, like trying to cover my ass. I think that could be kind of a fun character.
Cool.
I think you all know who I want to play.
Who do you want to play?
I want to be the thief among the musicians, obviously. If there's gonna be a bard, I want to play the bard.
Dispose of all evidence in the Sarlacc pit. I don't think they have one on Nar Shaddaa.
That sounds like quitter talk.
Okay, I mean, that's true. They just have like
There's-
a big terrarium. With the Sarlacc
Can you
in it.
imagine? You've got like a greenhouse, but instead of being plants, it's like desert, and there's like a Sarlacc pit in the middle of it, and it's just like
Oh my god.
this
What if they're
fucking-
just like, I don't care if they're a forcer or not. We're flying in a Sarlacc, and if the
Is
10th
that-
one doesn't work out, we're
Holy
throwing
shit,
them in
is
the
that-
Sarlacc.
Is that what the deadly yet decorative plant is? Is that this guy's pet Sarlacc?
Oh shit.
Oh! Yeah. Of course you would.
Oh really? You wouldn't mind that?
I'm also,
If we pull your
I'm also
card?
super down to be the hut. I'd have a lot of fun being the hut.
You really would. Obviously. So,
Oh.
Where is
Ambaula
my baby?
Iwatutu.
My child. I am waiting to find them. I
Oh no, that's
trust
right.
and
I had him
hope
muted.
there
Oh,
were no difficulties this time. Yeah, we're being a hut.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to deal with hearing him twice then. I told him to do it in the other room, but no. Okay, now we can hear Nerd again.
Should have just done it over here, nerd.
All right, so.
And what is the thief? What is this musician thief trying to steal?
Yeah.
That's
Are
a
they
good
trying?
question.
Are they trying to steal the Jedi? Are they trying to steal the healer? Like bring them to justice?
Ooh.
Yeah, that could be a more bounty hunter angle. Like there's a price on their head.
Which would also explain why they're willing to work shitty jobs delivering hut babies, because like that's a job you only take if you've got literally no other options.
Yes.
It's not wrong.
And it sets up a conflict, which is good. Because
Yeah, well, because we all every character in this game ends up with a best interest in mind or two, and you determine when the game is over when someone has achieved theirs.
Yeah.
So it's a narrative tug of war.
So what do you think, Fred? Do you like that?
I like it because steal nerd.
So what did you do, nerd?
What did I do? So the war is not active.
Not active.
Huh.
Did they have defectors? Did they put bounties on people's heads when they just decided?
Maybe
and which side did you defect from?
I said former Jedi, but maybe I went like super fucking dark side and like killed someone important, and then I'm racked with guilt, and that's why I'm trying to scrape by with like healer jobs instead of killing people jobs. But
Did you kill like your rival, so there was absolutely no question that it was not a heat of the moment dark side anger kill?
yeah, very heat of the moment, very dark side. Maybe like
Kill your
a
Padawan?
training accident. Oh, did I kill my own Padawan? That
Killed
would be
your own,
amazing.
killed your own apprentice.
That would be amazing. Then
In
there's
your
something
defense,
like
they were
Freudian
really
midwifery.
annoying.
Fucking younglings. But yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of like what is the kind of crime that would lead to a Jedi delivering hut babies?
No, I like it. It makes the baby thing very
Nerd
psychologically.
was just like, you know what, Jeff? I was wrong. The path in the way is you. You're the path in the way.
Let the obstacles in the way become the way.
Yeah, well, Vela, we started with child murder. The first oracle was, or the second oracle was a dead child. Like it's baked into this one. But yeah, so
I like that.
All right.
I need to.
So now that we've all got our characters, we can come up with names, appearances. What's your special motif that makes you identifiable from the other huts?
I'm a big ass space slug.
Yeah, like all of the huts.
Oh yeah. Oh, what is my specific? I am I'm a gardener. I'm a hut of impeccable taste at breeding, and I believe in cultivation, horticulture, the beauty of nature, distilling weird drugs, chemicals, poisons, toxins, like endless fields of unpleasant plants, vats
So do you
of
have, like,
man-eating
a
algae.
collar of living plants around you?
I think like the whole energy is like, you know, like Narhada is like kind of bog-like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the whole energy is like the bog but cultivated, right? Like literally like moss, like fucking patches of moss like grown on in like decorative swirls, and like people who've displeased me half eaten by the vines in the walls and shit.
I like it. All right. For Mr. Thief, what are you going about? What do you look like?
I think he's probably like a Nar Shaddaa street rat, and he just is very bitter about the fact that Force users have a monopoly on power in the world, and he's just like trying to do this one get rich quick scheme to finally get a comeuppance against a Force user and find his way out of Nar Shaddaa.
Are you human, or are you Dancer?
I'm actually Brandon Flowers. I don't know. What? Give me some races.
Do you
I need
want to be
help.
human-like, or do you want to have weird tentacles?
Human-like is fun.
Well, probably not Chiss. I mean, there's all kind. Well, maybe there's all kinds of levels to that.
I'll be a Twi'lek. Make me a Twi'lek.
Sounds good.
I got those tentacles are like safe tentacles.
No, those are your brains. That's your brain.
Those are their brains?
That's your
Yeah, they have extra brains.
That's dope.
All
I'm
right,
into it.
our former Jedi. What do we got over here?
I'm going with a middle-aged Mira Luca woman. She is dressed in very plain robes, and she's pretending to be a doctor, but she is not able to fully hide her presence in the Force to those who are sensitive to it, owing to all of the guilt.
So like she just has this aura of I'm guilty. to
She has
anyone
this
who's
aura
sensitive.
of, yeah, like anyone who's sensitive to that sort of thing can tell that she
Bill
is.
Bread, is that how you know that this is the person to steal?
Yeah,
Are you
are you a
sensitive?
Force adept? Or
Am
maybe
I
you're
Force
just good at
sensitive?
reading people.
That's like good Aladdin energy, right? Like the street rat who's like secretly Force sensitive.
That's true. I like it.
Or it could be you're good at reading people, but hidden Force sensitivity is really cool.
And it's just like so minor. He probably just got like passed over by like I don't know, whatever they
Seekers.
coming through and like looking for Force seekers.
Oh, you think
Like-
Force seekers are allowed into my palace? You think they can take my people from me? They're a part of this garden. They belong
Do you
here.
need a page of character names? Okay. All right. So
No one harvests from my garden. Especially not the Jedi.
Ugh, fuck the Jedi. All right. So, the way that this works is we don't have the standard strength, intelligence, wisdom, whatever. Your power comes from your motivation. Your motivations can be with love, with violence, directly, covertly, for others, or for myself. To each of these, the players are going to assign one die out of their 6. They have, or out of their 5. I'm missing a die somewhere then. No, there we go. Out of their 6, they have 1 4, 2 d6s, 1 d8, 1 d10, 1 d12. So you can go ahead and think about your character a little bit, write down your description, your name, and set up what your skills, I suppose, are going to be. Your motivational strengths are going to be. What's is it called something special when you have like a flower on your lapel? Like I know the boutonniere and corsage are. Is that a boutonniere? Am I crazy?
Yeah, for men it's a boutonniere and for women it's a corsage on the wrist.
Right.
Boutonniere lapel, corsage wrist.
So, we got an NPC that is the guard captain, and his name is Kit Rep. He is a defected Chiss. He still wears a white uniform, so he kind of looks sort of Ascendancy. but instead of any like insignias or medals, he just has a actively flowering boutonniere.
I imagine that keeping his uniform white takes him like 70% of his time, and the other 30% of his time is spent sort of overseeing things.
I mean, what is your hut's name?
I'm still coming up with a good hut name.
Fair.
If you know any good hut names, hit me.
Uwala.
Koala?
Uwala. Tuka.
I like
Kualu.
Tuka the Hut is fun.
Tuka?
Tuka. Tuka.
So would you say that Tuka's orders are to protect themselves first or to protect the plants first?
Tuka, so the way I've distributed my numbers is myself 12, covertly 10, violence 8, love indirectly 6, and others 4. Tuka works mostly through underlings and indirect actions. I'm probably gonna go with a particular strength involving having a network or having loyal people that can do my things for me while I'm sitting in my big chair. Probably something far-reaching, but or broad, one or the other. But yeah, no, Tuka is absolutely like all huts in it for himself. But will almost never raise an actual hand, mostly because there's sad little floppy meat appendages on his giant slug body.
So I've gone with a D12 for others, a D10 for covertly, and a D8 with love as the top 3. The character acts very selflessly, but mostly in an attempt to alleviate her own guilt. And I'm hoping to have a particular strength in force healing, and make it far-reaching, which is that the character can kind of have adrenaline-powered. The description is strength to act beyond normal human levels, and the far-reaching would come in under particular emotional like duress. She would be capable of like amazing feats of force healing.
Okay. Did you tell me to assign dice to these things yet?
Yes.
Because Nerd said dice things, and I don't know. So wait, which ones am I assigning? 6, 10, 8, 4, and
4,
12?
6, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay. And I assign one to each of the 6 thingies in the middle.
Yes.
Oh, does one of them just have no bonus?
You get 4, 6, 6, 8, 10, 12. Those are the dice you'll roll when you use them. It's not that they're a bonus. That's the dice size that you get when you do those things, or when you act in those ways.
Right. Okay. So I did 12 covertly, 10 for myself, 8 with love, the 2 6s for violence and direct, and the 4 for others. And then I'm thinking that he has like some suggestion type stuff, so like he can sense people's motives a little bit, and he can kind of suggest to them to do things a little bit. Like he's just got this like, tiny little force energy.
Yeah. One of the cool things about Wicked Age is it doesn't matter what you say you're doing, we're rolling the same dice. So anything that is reasonable within your power set, you don't need to like define, although you will have a particular strength maybe if you want one.
Can you guys write down your names and your dice allocations in the chat if you are done like writing it on your page?
Yes.
In the bun mode. and then I'll put it on the screen.
I don't have my best interest yet, but I've got the rest.
That's fine. Thank you. Tuka the Hut.
Lord of the Weeping Gardens.
That's metal.
Hell yeah, it is. Gisela, when you're doing your force healing, which thing do you use it, which aspect do you use it with?
It's said that it's a D8 all the time unless it's potent, if I
But
read it correctly.
Yeah, but a particular strength is only tied to one specific dice.
You can only
That's why
use
broad
it in
is so
one
cool.
fashion.
Okay,
in
it
one
would be
form.
for others.
Sweet.
I'll add that.
Hate scarred. I like it.
All right, so particular strengths, you only get one.
That's fine. I was just writing notes for potential ideas.
No, and that's super cool. Those are almost even descriptions. I love that.
Yeah.
False teeth that conceal a poison dart? Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah.
the idea is that he literally can lie through his teeth.
Hey.
I love it. Fucking bards.
Okay. Bread, I appreciate the photo of your desk.
Thank you.
All right, TK, do you have any other NPCs we've generated?
So far, I have Nikova. He is the head musician. He's a Rhodian, wearing a lot of gauze and lace of just horrific colors. Absolutely terrible. And then also a flower crown.
I love that.
His best interest is don't get fucking fired. So his little underlings gotta be kept wrapped up. But
Well,
what are-
I'm going to go with my best interest next. My best interest is to produce an heir.
Oh dear, that's terrible.
Produce/acquire an heir.
Stroke acquire. Oh god.
Produce/acquire an heir. Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
leave.
so
with
everyone's
the
going to end up
midwife.
with two best interests. And we're just going to bounce around the table till everyone has two, and they should conflict with each other ideally, because that's how we determine who won.
Okay. Yeah, I need to leave with the midwife, preferably with nobody being the wiser.
Jedi with a D10 in covertly. I don't know about this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Mind tricks. Subtle.
Does anyone want my essay about how mind tricks leave everyone deeply traumatized and unsettled and unable to trust their mind for the rest of their life?
But it's good to be a hut.
Yeah. Doesn't work on him.
Also Toydarians, apparently. There's like a whole line about it.
A whole line. Yeah, so Brett, do you have the rules PDF in front of you?
I do not.
Oh, do you want it?
Yes.
Cool.
I have a note sheet, and I've just been writing stuff down. Namely,
Cool.
that I work for a Rhodian. His name
That's
is
also
Nico.
important. Nikova is... And Nikova, what is Nikova's deal? I have my Chief of Security, whose name is
Kit Rep.
Sorry.
Kit Rep.
And who's the roadie? What's the roadie's relationship to us?
Head musician.
He's the head of the musicians, and Red's character is ostensibly a musician.
Oh, love it. How did you get hired to be in this band?
I
Look,
mean,
the last time that we were at your place, I went back with only 3 of my guys because your plants got a little bit hungry, but it's actually in the contract, which I only found out afterward, so I had to just hire some new in a hurry.
It's
I
not
literally
my
think
fault.
that I think that all of this just happened to him. I think that he like took the job in the band, and when they were doing the walkthrough, they were like, "This is the midwife. This is what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna be over there." And he was like, "Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! I have a okay. What if I? Oh my god!" And that's where we are.
What color are you as a Twi'lek?
Purple.
Purple.
Always purple.
I think my first best interest will be surviving, ending my employment, considering that I have delivered 10 dead babies, and Hut Lord is extremely pissed.
Velo, I love you dearly. You're like my best friend in the world. What the fuck is the order on these? It doesn't go counterclockwise. It doesn't go clockwise. They're just here.
So how did this guard end up in my Sarlacc?
How did this guard end up in your Sarlacc? Oh, ooh. Do we want that?
But the
The
Sarlacc, by the way, is
doesn't
named...
actually want him to have an heir, and so had his little guard guy sabotage the budding, and then
Oh,
toss
hell
him in the
yes.
Sarlacc.
Palace intrigue. I love it.
Kit Rep doesn't want me to have an heir.
Yeah.
Cool. My second best interest is appropriately punish this useless midwife for their failure.
That's 8. That is a 6. The real test here is me trying to identify the die based on this photo. Well, something's gone wrong, because For Myself and With Love have the same. That's a 10. No.
Yeah, with Love's an 8.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a second best interest about accomplishing something that is good enough that it alleviates some of the dead Padawan guilt, but that might be a little too nebulous for the situation.
Well, if you can think of a thing that would do that might redeem you either in your eyes or the eyes of the Republic, like a concrete task you could achieve.
Yeah, I gotta think about that.
Taking down this fucking criminal empire that's producing like weird poisons and selling them off to assassins and hitmen.
I'm gonna say, part 1,
Ooh, yeah.
end my employment with the Huts. Part 2, end the Huts.
Oh,
Yeah,
he is a Jedi.
Redeem myself in the eyes of the Jedi by bringing down Tuka's criminal empire.
Like a stretch goal, like when you're like, well, I just want to get out of here alive, but my stretch goal is.
Yeah, and those will also pull you in different directions, right? Like there will be moments where you have an opportunity to get out of here alive, but it might mean not taking down Tuka the Hutt.
Or, yeah, either bringing it down or escaping with such valuable intelligence that they can.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, my Sarlacc is named Muncher.
I love it. So I apologize that the character sheet is still a little bit small, but this is as big as I can make it, I promise.
I'm here for it.
That is okay.
It's just a follow along for chat anyway.
And do we have our particularly strengths will appear in a second.
Also, who is DMing me while I'm busy? They're gonna get
It
a
wasn't
smack.
me.
Who dares DM while you're DMing?
Hey.
I appreciated that.
Oh, I didn't add it. There we go. So what is Tuka's second interest?
Tuka's second interest is appropriately punish this useless midwife
Okay,
for their
What's
failure.
the first interest then?
Produce/acquire an heir
Right.
by any means possible. We're getting desperate at this point.
Yikes. I love the frowny face for with violence fellow. It's beautiful. Also, Velo, sorry, I was a little busy, but I just saw "Don't get fired out of a cannon into the sun." So I need to set their second best interest for Nakuba. So who do we need to who needs to be scuttled besides our errant musical thief?
Needs to be scuttled.
Yeah. Who needs their plans ruined? So Giselle is trying to take down the hut, right? So maybe don't get fired, but also keep his employer alive.
Yeah. Don't let any intel out. Don't let anything bad happen to the hut.
No, he's okay with something bad happening.
Oh, okay. As long as he keeps his job.
As long as the guy's alive and rich at the end of the day.
Are we thinking about a second one for Bread?
No, that was for the
was
head
for-
musician.
But we do need a second one for Brad, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
for the
I
head
do,
musician? Yeah, the head musician wants to finish his gig and get paid and go home with all of his musicians.
That's true, because some of them didn't make it last time, and that's very
Yeah,
expensive.
the head musician doesn't want to lose any of his musicians to this insane employer.
But he does want to keep the
I think
job
you
'cause it
have-
pays well.
I think you gave Nerd my first interest.
I might have. I will fix it.
Oh, good point.
Nerd, what were your interests?
Mine are survive ending my employment, and then I have my stretch interest of getting some kind of intel or directly taking down this criminal empire.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm trying to find a way to conflict with one of Nerd's interests.
What do you have so far? You have
I have to leave with him.
you have leaving.
But
Well, you have to
in
leave. You have to leave with him, and more specifically, deliver him to the authorities or deliver her to the authorities. Right? Like that's
Right.
like
I
it's
guess
not
those are
just
two different things.
it's not just like getting a ride off world. It's kidnapping this fucking Jedi and getting her to the authorities.
That's true.
Right? Like that's interest one.
Yeah.
Interest two could be something like not letting like I don't know. Do you have some reason why you would not want to be discovered here in this place?
That's true. Can my second interest be just not get found out as the worst musician in the group or something?
Oh, absolutely. Well, what Tuka does to musicians who displease him?
I assume there's a Sarlacc involved.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on who on. It depends which one of my babies is.
I'm just gonna write
hungriest today.
put on a kick-ass show.
Make the gig happen.
As interest two. Put on kick-ass show.
Oh, not all of Capo's things are showing. One moment, please.
Oh, it's capo.
Capo.
It's a music joke.
It's gonna be particularly funny when I grab you by your neck.
Hey.
I love that.
What is Capo claiming to play?
I don't remember what the instruments are called. There are so many.
But is it
Yeah,
like that dumb saxophone thing, the blue elephant
No.
piano? Like
I play something you've never heard of called the crate horn.
Like a great dragon horn?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me assign my die real quick.
What is our head musician's name?
Nakuba.
Nikuba,
Nick
yeah.
Kuba. Cool. I'm just taking all my notes.
That's the Rhodian. I don't know what Kit Rep's motivation is, but I have them written down.
He wants to protect Tuka and the plants, but also not let Tuka have an heir.
I love that dedication to the job. It's like, I literally can't kill you because of my code, but I can make sure that there's no more of you.
Or maybe if there are no heirs, Kit Rep wants to stay in good enough standing to inherit the empire.
Yeah, because someone has
someone
to, right?
got it.
Someone's got to, right? And if it's Tuka's right hand Chiss seems like a reasonable candidate. Galactic Kazoo, Velo, I hate you. I love it.
There actually is though. I don't remember what it's called, but there absolutely is.
That's amazing.
It's called the Kazoo, but there's an apostrophe in it.
Probably.
I'm a big fan of my crate horn.
Also, Tuka calls Kit Rep Itre because Chiss names are dumb and weird.
That means something.
So, they have what's called a core name and what's called a root name. And the root name only people that are super close to you, like your parents, your children, and your spouses, can use. And then the
So everyone calls Kit Rep Itre.
No. Everyone calls him Kit Rep. Only Tuka, out of the characters involved, calls him Itre.
Oh, Itre is his like personal name.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
And he actually has a much longer Chiss name, but it's impossible to pronounce, so it's not on the sheet.
It's too bad Velo's not playing because she is so goddamn funny.
I know, right?
Kazoo.
I think is how they would do it.
Yeah, that was my joke. Thanks for writing it out, Velo. I appreciate you.
Your joke, but textier.
So, are we ready to get started here? We have our drinks handy.
Oh no, I
Guys-
need to hydrate up. Thanks
Guys,
for reminding
hands
me.
ready?
I'm gonna go AFK for like 2 seconds if he is.
Okay, let's take our
I'm
quick
also,
pre-game
yeah, I'm
stretch
gonna go to
break,
the bathroom.
Pre-game stretch
and then
break.
set the scene.
Yeah, bring me one of my fancy whatevers. There. I'm a little bit easier to see now. Thank you. I have lavender lemonade that nerd forgot to shake again. I love that meme, Velo. It's my second favorite underneath comments.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, I see a nerd.
And then once Zeb is back, we'll get started. Let's go.
My brain keeps getting confused because I'm used to playing Among Us, where like, look at Twitch while playing with someone bad,
Oh,
and I'm like, no, I should look at that. That's important.
well, I mean, the chat's important, but
Yeah.
I return.
welcome back.
Ah,
Excelsior. Wait, wrong voice.
I have ridden the mighty moonworm.
That is not a polite thing to call my mother.
You're terrible. So the scene is a familiar one. One might even say we've seen it 9 times before, because today was supposed to be the budding day. All throughout Nar Shaddaa, people had come to see Tuga the Hutt's latest attempt to bud. But, as with the previous 9, instead of a grand, wonderful announcement, we have Gisela walking into the ballroom looking like she's about to be murdered. Because, let's face it, she probably is. She's a midwife, and she's failed a total of 10 times. It's a bud! How hard can it be, Gisela? I mean, I know that you're blind, but come on. Nakuva, our head musician and Rhodian, he's on the stage. He's looking around. He's disappointed because he was supposed to get paid double if the bud opened this time. But no, not gonna happen. So he has all of his musicians on stage, including Capo, and they are playing the sad music because now it's a funeral.
I hate that fucking song. Give me something else. Give me something else. Give me
Of course,
something
of
that
course,
I can
of course,
rip
your
this
sliminess, of course.
bastard apart to.
All of
Something
you.
that goes well with screams.
Hurry up, hurry up. Get your instruments up, let's go. Page 5
Okay,
of the
we-
booklet. It's highlighted. The whole thing is highlighted.
Would you like to hear the song they're playing?
Okay.
The other gangs and the other clans, they primp and preen and strut. But nobody rules with an iron fist like a full-blood Patissa Hut. They try to deal and they try to steal, but not on Nar Shaddaa. 'Cause trying to cross a hut, my friend, will lead to the Sarlacc's maw.
That was great.
Very, very well done.
Allow it. Where is my child? He like leans forward. You know the way that huts are don't really move, but leans forward very like slowly and creakily. Where is my heir?
So she approaches the dais, the throne, and she is carrying the dead baby, very visibly nervous, of course, and she bows very respectfully and says, I'm so sorry, my lord. He did not make it."
I am a patient hut. Forgiving, even. Generous. Kind. That's why my people all love me.
She is nodding in agreement.
But 10 failures seems unforgivable. Perhaps I should find a replacement. Perhaps we should create a new spot in our garden.
Kit Rep over at the side pulls out a data pad. He is typing furiously, looking very pleased with himself, and kind of smirking at the midwife.
Etray.
Yes, your sliminess.
We have some pruning to do.
Lovely.
Remove this creature from our presence, and place her in, I don't really care where, just somewhere where I won't have to see her while I think of something appropriate.
Of course. It shall be
Then
done.
post a new job listing. We're going to need another midwife.
Of course. He taps very quickly and then sets it on his hip.
If I may beg your
You may beg me for nothing. You have failed me too many times. 10 many times. I think
hate
that's
you.
how numbers work in your stupid fucking language. You have failed me again.
It is quite stupid, your sliminess.
Thank you.
That's just the thing. You are extremely healthy. You are the model of a hut lord, if I may say so. There is no logical reason that this keeps happening.
Exactly.
Outside.
So the failure must lie with my assistants. So I'll have you replaced. Won't be hard. Everyone wants to work here. They know that I am so generous to my people. Itre, why is this thing still in my presence?
My apologies, your sliminess. Right away. Itre attempts to grab Gisela by the arm to drag her out the long way through the ballroom so that everyone can see her shame.
Okay, so she doesn't want to get dragged out. That makes a conflict, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, say what you want to do.
She is attempting to hold her ground and continuing to plead her case that it's not her. There must be some other culprit because she's done everything perfectly in terms of managing the buds, but they've all gone wrong.
Okay, so Kitre, Kit Rep is acting with action. How are you resisting? That is a 10 and a 6.
Based on your factors, who are you acting for and how are you acting?
Yeah, so this has to be for herself, which is a 6, and I think directly, which is a 6.
Oh my god.
I got a 3 and a 1.
I got a
Well, you're
2.
going on the O list if you survive this round.
So you keep your dice. They don't change.
Okay.
Was a 3 and a 1 the high roll?
Yeah, because the other one's a 2 and a 2.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
So I'm a little unclear because it says that I'm supposed to roll now and his dice stand. But what if my roll
Yeah.
beats his roll?
How do you mean? You rolled a 3 and a 2, right?
Yes. Or no, I rolled a 2 and a 2. He rolled a 3 and a 1.
Okay. So yeah, so the high roll goes first. You roll it for initiative. The high roll stands for your attack roll, and the other person re-rolls for defense.
Okay, so I'm rolling
And
now.
you pass the advantage, and you're gonna pass the advantage back and forth for 3 rounds or until someone is
Right.
doubled.
So, how are you resist? How like what actions are you taking to resist being dragged away?
Just like kind of ducking out of the grasp with her reflexes.
Okay. Oh my god. So what? I got a 1, but the other one is an 8. So you do not manage to. And an 8 is more than double, but NPCs don't go on the O list, so it doesn't matter.
Well, they add, right? Yeah.
So added is a 9.
Versus a 4, so that's a double. So that's a complete.
Complete. I drag your ass.
Okay, I get dragged
across.
out. Got it.
Well, you can negotiate.
Yeah,
At
you
any
can
point,
negotiate.
you can choose to not be dragged out and instead be exhausted or injured.
So how much do you want to resist being dragged out?
Probably a lot because once you leave this guy's presence, he has forgotten about you. So, okay. And injured is
So it says on the sheet.
injured is down here, exhausted is over here. It reduces your die roll in that area, right?
Correct.
Reduces the die size by 1 step.
Okay, and I can't reduce my D4 any further.
If 2 of your dice go to 0, you are killed, disabled, or otherwise out of the action for the rest of the chapter.
Okay.
So are you going to choose to be exhausted instead? Or
Oh no, my injured is a lot higher. I'll make covertly, which was a D10, into a D8.
No, you lose both.
You
You
lose
lose both of them
Oh, okay.
if you're injured. And you're injured. You get the shit beat out of you. You're able to resist, but like
At what cost? So, Kit Rep is a Chiss, and Chiss are trained to fight Force users.
Yes.
What with, the Ascendancy allying with the Empire so frequently. And so Kit Rep, who already was pretty sure that this Miraluka was force sensitive because, you know, blind humans get implants. This is a Miraluka, and all Miralukas are force sensitive. He beats the shit out of her.
That's good.
Stop! I asked for you to remove this creature from my presence, not make a mess in my living room.
The creature
E-Train
has
will
grown
have
roots,
words
your sliminess.
later. Roots! Roots!
The roof is on fire?
We will have to. We will have to remove them ourselves. Starts
I want to try something.
Yes.
jump in.
Okay, so Capo is gonna turn to one of the other musicians because they're kind of just standing on the stage awkwardly watching this whole thing play out. And I'm gonna just like whisper to him and I'm gonna go, "Hey, Bonzo, don't you think that's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen? You can't let them take her out of here. You have to stop them."
Okay. So,
And I'm gonna try and convince him through suggestion that he needs to run out there and put himself in between the hut and the Jedi.
Bonzo is a Zabrak of the red and black variety. And doesn't want to get killed. Do not get killed.
Okay.
We want to survive.
And I can safely say this is covertly, right?
And for others, or for yourself, or for who?
It's for myself. I'm trying to do the thing that I want without having to do it. It's definitely not for others. Fuck Bonzo. I hope he dies. So I roll both of those dice.
Haga Waga!
Right.
Mula Kush! Basically. That chick's ugly, man. You gotta get your eyes checked.
Okay, wait. So do I roll
So-
those two dice? Or
Yeah, so I'm acting in self-protection, which is a 12 and an 8. Because my goal is just to not die. I'm here to do a job. I was told that the plants eat people. I am prepared for a life and death situation at this gala. And so this guy talking shit, I'm not hearing it, not listening. I've got Nyan Cat going in my head. Because don't want to die, and gotta be ready to play when it's time. So we're gonna test out your persuasion against my Nyan Cat mantra.
okay. So I'm enrolling myself in covertly, which is a 10 and a 12.
And I'm rolling a 12 and an 8. And since the 8 is lower than the 10, you are not fighting at a disadvantage.
Okay, so I just rolled them.
Yes.
Mhm.
I have a 9 and a 2.
Some
I
is
got
11.
I had a 9 and a 7.
Cool. So you take first action then.
Okay.
So you're doing your Sith whispers.
Yes. Do I roll the same two dice
No,
again?
No, you
you're-
just
you're
keep them
staying.
up, and TK is going to respond by re-rolling.
So I got
Okay.
a 8 and a 1. That's a 9. So I'm feeling she's kind of good looking.
Was
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
So
I'm looking respectfully.
Looking
respectfully.
respectfully.
okay. So you can go to compromise now, or you can go to another round. Whereupon, Brad, you'll roll an extra dice for having the advantage.
So I don't want to compromise because I don't even know anything's happening. I'm just looking respectfully.
Yeah. So I think I'll just leave it there and just know that he's probably doesn't want anything to happen to her at least a little bit.
Oh, so you're just gonna leave it there with him looking respectfully?
You have a massive advantage now. You could push to get exactly what you want.
Then yes, push. I'm confused. Okay.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah, so the
So what do I
flow the flow chart is now you now have advantage, which means So you won the first roll, which means you now have the advantage towards the next roll. So you're going to get another dice. You're going to get an extra, I believe, a d6.
Yes.
Okay,
So you're gonna
10,
roll
12,
3
and 6
now.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 12 and 8.
What's
and a
your
3.
follow-up move? What are you? No, man. She's gotta save her right now. She's getting the shit beat out of her.
Yeah. I'm like, I can tell. Like, you don't have to be shy. Like, she's going to die if you don't get in there and stop this. How is the hut gonna say no to the power of love?
Oh God.
So I
Okay.
rolled a 12 and 8 and a 3.
Oh, that's not good.
It's a 23. That is a large number.
That is impossible for me to hit.
I'm very suggestive.
That is a 5 total.
So that doubled. So you win.
So you win. So Bonzo gets up and he's strutting his way over. He's jamming. He is full rat jam confidence as he is going across the ballroom over to this Miraluka. Thank you, Brad. Full rat jam confidence going over, and he gently sort of touches her shoulder and be like, "It's okay now, miss. I got you."
Poor Bonzo.
Not okay. Guards, seize them both. Seize them both now! I am bringing in my particular strength, Lord of the Weeping Gardens, to get my people to fucking jump both of you, to jump Bonzo and Gisela, and drag them away into the dampest cells deep beneath my throne room, where they can await my displeasure.
So Nakuva quickly, he just sprints over from the stage, and he goes full kowtow in front of the dais, and he says, "Your sliminess, please. Why don't we just take this woman to the Sarlacc? I'm sure it's hungry. Your little pet. It's great. Just get rid of her, and we got no problem, right? You know, I'm a good employee."
Are you proposing that you know better than I how to feed my babies?
Of course not. Of course not. Your sliminess. The thing is,
Good.
this woman.
want-
She's just hideous. You don't
I
want her in the
want-
stomach of your baby.
I want everyone who is disrupting my tragic day of mourning out of my sight. Guards!
Out of your sight. Out
All
of
of
your sight.
you.
Got it. Got it. So, should I make an NPC for the guards?
No, so the guards are my particular strength.
Okay.
I'm using the guards to act with violence.
Okay. So I'm rolling
Um,
against you to protect.
Well, so here's the thing: is if you want to protect Bonzo could roll against me. It could be a three-way roll. Really, my goal here is to get Kessler out of here. So if the guards are gonna go for Kessler first.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's an opposed roll with Nerd.
Well,
yes,
I don't want.
Sounds good.
I don't want. This. So this Bonzo thing has interrupted my plans because I'm masochistic enough to get beaten up, but I don't want a comparative innocent getting thrown into the crossfire with me. So maybe I just stop resisting.
Oh.
What? You
But
stop resisting?
Well,
Cool.
your best interest is to survive.
That's so. I'm thinking
So
maybe.
you have to think that you'll survive after you get taken away,
So like
Yeah.
which is fair.
what I'm thinking is the intervention of all these other people has made him even angrier. I'm not going to be able to stand here and persuade him that it wasn't my fault. So maybe it's better to be in a cell
And try to escape
right
later.
now, and then try and escape, like mind tricking a guard or something.
Sounds good.
Cool. So the guards grab you. Are we okay with Bonzo also being grabbed, TK?
Nakuva runs up and grabs Bonzo like really, really roughly, like by the horns on his head, and is just like dragging him off. Like, yeah, I'll help. We're going down to the dungeons. Yep,
Odian, deal with your people. Get them out of here.
got it.
I need to retire. This has been a stressful day.
And he's gonna slime himself off to his chambers. Out of the limelight.
So that was absolutely terrible. So Nakuva drags Bonzo down and puts him in a cell, but makes sure that it's like one of the cells where he'll probably survive. Because, 10th time's the charm. He's got some experience with this hut. He'll just, sleep off whatever the fuck is in it because he knows that Zabrak is not into humans or subhumans. And so what the hell is going on? Come on, dude. Get your head out of your ass. So puts him in the drunk tank. Waves to Kessler being like, I hope you die this time. And then he leaves the dungeon. He goes back up and he collects his people from the stage and he's like, okay, pack up your instruments, boys. We still get 10%. It's in the contract. I checked. And he is not paying the best attention to Capo because he's mostly just trying to hustle everybody out before Tuka changes his mind again.
Okay, so I'm gonna obviously head where he just came from and go down to the drunk tank or wherever
The
the
dungeon.
cells are. Yeah.
It's definitely the drunk tank. It doubles as the drunk tank. It's like
It's both.
Some of them
I'm
are more
not
cells
Jabba.
than
I don't
others.
have a full palace. It's definitely like a combination of like condemned prisoners and like people who got too high last night.
And so Kit Rep is in the office near the dungeons. He's doing his paperwork. First of all, trying to, putting out his hollow listing ad to Luke list ad to, find a new midwife. But not too good of a midwife, which is why it's Luke list and not, Leia's choice. Anyway, so he's working on his data pad. He's got his eye sort of half on the security cameras as he's doing it because, with the slime that grows in this place, everyone's like half paralyzed after like an hour. It's not a big deal. But he's here, he's chilling. He's ostensibly guarding, but does not have direct line of sight outside of the cameras.
Okay. Trying to think of how I'm gonna do this.
All right, I'll keep describing while you think.
Okay.
There's moss creeping along the walls. Absolutely beautiful flowers. You get your fingers too close, though, you'll lose them. The pollen they put out, as I said, wild paralytic for people that are subspecies of humans. Pretty big.
Who else is
paralytic
down
for
there?
actual humans. What?
Who else is in my jail?
So we got Bonzo, who is got a very sore head. Who else is in the jail? We've got 3 Kawakian monkey lizards that are chained together as if they're actual prisoners because, they came in a trench coat and tried to sell him some knives and they weren't hut knives. Come on. Come on, dude. Who else have we got?
Oh, sorry, I have a procedural question.
Yes.
Did the guards search me or did they just drag me there? Because
that-
I said in my character description I do have a concealed lightsaber.
They just dragged you there.
They
My
just-
guards are not that good at this.
That's fair, that's fair.
We've got some animal cages that have some half sleepy, half not so sleepy animals. Are they food? Are they entertainment? Are they both? We got the classic drip drip of the water going down the walls. And then
Okay,
there's
so-
a human spacer, got a pilot's jacket. Don't know if he's a pilot. Looks unconscious. Who knows? All right,
Okay,
go ahead.
So, I walk up to Gisella's cell, and as confidently as I can, I'm like, "Hello, I'm here to rescue you.
Sorry, one sec. So I have been beaten up. I'm in really bad shape. I figured that I may be hallucinating. You know, I sometimes get these force visions of my dead apprentice. It's a thing. It happens. So I look up at you, and I don't recognize you because I wasn't paying that much attention to the band, and I'm just like, are you really there? Am I imagining this? Very out of it.
Yeah, and I'm like, very real, very short on time. Gotta figure out a way to get you out of here. Because the guard is kind of paying attention, but he's also thinking about his wife.
How do you know that?
I just do. I can kind of tell what people are thinking.
Huh. So I can pretty much guess that you have some kind of latent force sensitivity. It's relatively common, I guess. I don't think getting myself out of this cell will be an issue, but it would definitely be noticed and cause an alarm since he's sitting there, and he would see what I'm doing. So maybe if you do want to help me, maybe you can go deal with that.
With the guard?
Or with the with Kitrep, right?
Yeah.
If
So
Kitrep doesn't do anything covertly.
okay. So I'm like, hang here for a second. See if you can wake up the guy who looks like he might be able to fly us out of here. I don't know. I'm gonna go talk to the guard. So I walk up to Kitrep and I'm like, hello. I'm here to rescue you. And then I like smack myself in the face and I'm like, sorry, wrong person. Hello. We both know that you don't want that midwife's death on your conscience.
Kitrep, he's got the data pad in one hand, he pulls out his other hand and examines his fingernails, and he's like, it's Forcer. Really don't care. Got the affliction. Good as dead to me.
Like, so you are going to know full well that she's not responsible for the babies not budding, and just let her get fed to the Sarlacc.
I used to be part of the Ascendancy, my dude. This is just kid-level politics. What do you think I am, a Jedi?
So I am going to suggest to him that as far as the hut is concerned, it could really be any humanoid, and he should feed Bonzo to the Sarlacc and let me take the Jedi.
Okay.
Wait, you literally say, let me take the Jedi?
No, I don't say let me take the Jedi. I say you should let me go with the midwife. I don't think I think the grieving hut is not paying close enough attention to this to care one way or the other.
So, I don't want you to take someone out of my cells. Who the fuck do you think you are? So, how to resist? I guess that would just be self-protection.
Well, it depends. It depends on what Brett is doing.
That's true. I don't know that I'm doing anything yet.
Well,
Like you
no,
can, you can
I don't think he's that easily fooled. So, no, you can't have one of the prisoners. No. Also, she failed him 10 fucking times. Come on, her ticket is up to be punched. And I got the puncher.
And I'm like, okay, so your other option is that I can go back up into the palace and let him know who failed him 10 times.
The midwife?
I'm just raising my eyebrows at him, like, come on, come on, come on, come on.
No. How about I put you in the jail cell? Because you're clearly up to no good. Don't trust you. You're trying to scam my employer. Nah, we're going. So he jumps over the desk, and he's a little bit insulted. So he aims a punch at this guy right in the face. So that is a direct action, which is a 10 and a 6.
Okay. And do I have to defend it with a direct action?
How do you deal with
How do
someone
you-
punching you in the face?
Yeah, how do you defend him?
Okay.
You just run away.
I was gonna say I would definitely just run away.
So
So that's for myself at the very least.
And probably directly, because you're just like
Yeah.
fucking booking it.
Yeah. Okay.
Book it over here.
what are your dice?
It was a 10 and a 6. I got a 6 and a 2.
Oh, you
8.
also have the same dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I got a 6 or a 7 and a 3.
Annoying.
So I come over and I am punching you in the face. So roll your defense against a 10.
Reroll
and
the
it's
same two dice.
Okay. A 10. No, that's that underline the other way. 13.
How do you turn this attack around? Or gain the advantage?
I'm gonna break one of my teeth and then poke him with the dart.
Sick.
He's gonna get poison darted.
Well, that can't hit me this action, right? Because he didn't win by them.
Yeah, so round 2, you can either go to the compromise stage, or round 2 you would re-roll the same dice, but he would add in a d6 for his advantage from the previous round.
Because he won
That's
the roll.
fair.
Because he won the roll off on the previous round, so he now has the advantage dice.
Okay. So
Also, Nerd definitely would have just walked out during all this, right?
No. One conflict at a time.
That's fair.
No, not quite. I mean, you can try, I guess.
Oh. Well, let's see.
You can
How,
absolutely go into three-way conflict. The system starts to strain at the corners a little bit, but it totally works.
So, Kit Rep is a trained professional, so he's trying to dodge that motherfucker. Though he mostly just thinks this guy is trying to spit on him, which is honestly worse. Do you have any idea how much dry cleaning costs?
On Narhada in particular.
Right?
Okay, so now you both re-roll those dice, and Bread, you are at the advantage.
So I got a
Okay.
6.
I got a 4.
Did you add your d6 that you also get for being at
Oh.
the advantage?
No. I got a 5.
Yes! Let's go! So
I got a rock.
Kit Rep manages to dodge. Suit is still pristine. So, little dumbass thief, here's the deal. I don't want to pay double my dry cleaning bill for the month. So if you just fucking leave, I'll pretend I didn't see you.
Okay, so
You can either take that compromise, or go into round 3, but TK will be rolling with advantage against you. And the end of round 3 ends the conflict, and you are forced to either become exhausted, injured, or cave.
okay, so yeah, I'll go into round 3, and I'm gonna abandon my stabbing strategy and try to just like kick out the monitors.
Same 2 dice.
While we're
TK adds a
struggling.
d6.
Oh my
Okay, so
god! Okay, I got a 9.
12.
Ugh.
so I'm gonna pointedly not reveal myself because I want to play off the lightsaber is a big trump card. And
Yeah, so
as long as
Bread,
he
you get...
hasn't-
Sorry.
I was saying as long as he isn't explicitly about to get lose or get hurt, I'm sitting here.
No,
Yeah, so
my
Brad, you get-
monitors! Do you have any idea how much it costs to import these from Scylla? What the fuck, dude? Were you raised in a barn on Alderaan? What kind of shit is this? Get out of my fucking sight, you shitbag!
Yeah,
My
but so
monitors!
Brad, you're at the advantage. You can now impose something you want on this person or force them to take exhausted or injured.
Okay, so I'm gonna start kicking more valuable things unless you let me take the midwife.
So, he really doesn't want to let the midwife go, so he's gonna take an exhausted. Do you remember offhand what the exhausted? Yeah, there we go.
For
Use a
I
die
wasn't
size
exactly.
from action dice. Okay, so that'll be an 8 and a 4. And he's like,
Okay.
you broke my monitors? But you are not taking that fucking shit-ass, ugly piece of trash Miraluka with you.
But yeah,
Okay.
so
now
you,
I'm gonna try and take the keys directly because he's clearly exhausted and he's not gonna be able to stop me.
yeah, you can no longer use the same 2 dice, but you can pick a different tactic.
Okay, so it's not for myself and direct, but yeah,
You-
I'll try to.
You could try to act with violence and jump his ass now that he's tired. You could go.
So I can't use either of those dice, right?
You can't use the same combination of dice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you
yeah,
can argue the keys is covert, or you could, yeah, it's basically a justification thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and just like slip the keys off of him covertly, and directly.
Fuck you, I'm leaving,
So-
and just take the key.
Yeah, which is 12 and 6. Do I go first?
You both roll and see whose is higher.
Okay.
I'm gonna do maneuvership because I've got a plan for dealing with this asshole who just destroyed my monitors. So that's a 12 and an 8. No, that's a 10. Okay, that is a 6 and an 8.
14. I got an 11.
Okay, so you start walking towards him to get the keys, right? To slip them off.
Yeah.
And Kit Rep is like, you might have destroyed my monitors, but you've already been ID'd by the system, my dude. And if you think that you can get out of this grounds without being eaten by, 30 plants that want to eat you, you're fucking out of luck. All I gotta do is press this button, and you're here forever. So that's how I'm acting with maneuvership, trying to threaten him, I guess. And so I'm going for the button, and he's got to stop that because I've got my data pad out. I've got to go murder this guy that looks like this button.
Okay.
So that's what you have to stop and roll higher than the 14.
You have to roll higher than that 14 to defend.
Okay, and do I change which dice I'm using based on how I'm trying to do this?
Same dice. You're in the conflict, same dice.
Okay.
The dice you use determined for the form is at the start of the conflict, even if conflicts shift.
Okay. So it's still covert, I guess. So I'm gonna try and because I'm kind of not right next to him, I guess. I was walking towards him for the keys, so I'm gonna kick his chair and try and get it to block to go in between his hand and the button.
I like it.
8.
Mission failed.
Meanwhile, this Jedi is just sitting in the jail cell like, whoo, this guy's incompetent.
I am
I mean, we
fully
established
prepared
that.
to intervene when it gets bad.
So you can, so again, round 1 over, choose a compromise, take injured or exhausted, or escalate to round 2 with advantage to TK.
So I'm doing the really dramatic swirling the finger going towards the data pad. The chair comes. I kick it away because I'm a fucking chiss. Don't even care. And I'm like, last chance, buddy. You want to just run before all the plants turn on you?
Was that an O list roll? Do we now put?
I think that he does
that
go on the O list if he survives.
Yeah, I think that is if you decide to continue to escalate, you'll go on the O list, which makes your character able to be played in future sessions.
That's exciting. Yeah, so I'm going to take exhausted. So those are gonna be D4s now.
So you can't pick exhausted from here, I don't think.
You can always choose to take injured or exhausted.
Oh, okay.
By default, the winner injures or exhausts the loser, or else and instead the winner and loser can agree to some other outcome, and you can negotiate at the end of every round.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
so I'm gonna take exhausted, and then I'm just gonna wearily look at him, and I'm gonna be like, "There's another way out of this," and I'm gonna try and move in and kiss him so he doesn't hit the button.
Wait, so
How is that taking exhausted though?
how is
Taking
that
exhausted is taking
Wait, no,
exhausted
I'm
is you
taking
take so taking exhausted is you folding, giving up on these stakes.
Oh, I thought taking exhausted. Oh.
No,
I
so
thought I had
we-
to take
we are on a
exhausted in order to
new-
continue it.
new conflict, and this was
No,
just me
round
trying to
two-
negotiate at the end of round 1. But
Yeah.
you want to continue to fight, and your move is to go in for a kiss while I'm trying to go for the button.
Yes. Yes.
And
That's
I get the
amazing.
advantage roll.
Yeah.
That's-
So can I switch my dice to myself and love?
No.
No,
Oh. Okay,
you're on the same
thing.
conflict. You're in the same conflict.
Oh,
Well, either way, I'm going for the kiss.
I love that.
I love it.
Kiss the chiss. Kiss the chiss.
I got a 16.
I'm not sexy. I rolled a 3.
Ooh.
Oh,
you are
more than
done.
double.
So you go for the kiss, and you miss and bump into my arm, and boonk, hit the button.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, because you kicked over all my monitors, systems are malfunctioning a bit, and it's only the plants like right here that are gonna get
The
you,
button?
and that's why
Does
you
the
take
button-
only the injured or exhausted rather
Does
than
the button control the plants?
So the plants are all wired into like a neural network, and
Oh, hell yeah, they are.
yeah, because Tuca is great. And this, so you see, Kid Rep, his wife is a pitcher plant. Obviously, he's sort of into that. So this is why he wants to inherit everything. So they're in this neural network. He sent them the picture of this guy, and they're like, eat this fucker. So,
This also alert Tuca up in his room.
no, because if Tuca got alerted every time Kid Rep had to kill someone, come on. Oof.
Yeah, true. We'd be here all week.
We'd be here all week.
True.
So, but that's why he only takes like an injured or exhausted, rather than
Okay.
the whole manor is going to eat him now.
So this really isn't going so hot. It might be time to chop out of myself. And,
Yeah,
like,
so you take injured or exhausted, which reduces
Yeah.
you can. Yeah, you know what that does.
Yeah, I'm taking exhausted.
Your violence and directly are now both D4s.
But you're
Yes.
on the O list now, right?
Yeah, you are. If you take another exhausted, you are dead or incapacitated.
and I was on
Right.
the O list from being injured earlier, right?
No, you're only on the O list from going into a conflict with lower dice and surviving the first round.
Oh, gotcha.
It's with lower, not lower rolls, but smaller initial dice.
What a baller. Okay, nerd help. I've never committed a crime before or done a caper.
Yeah, so I would like to, since they didn't search me before tossing me in here, I would like to get my concealed lightsaber out and slice through the bars. And I know it's going to cause immediately attention to go straight onto me.
That does alert Tuca that something's gone horribly wrong in the dungeon.
Yeah,
I'm
Usually
sure you
that
don't
alarm is that like a plant is about to be in danger, but
yeah, this is big shit.
and there's a lift shuttle system that scuttles him around the manor a little quickly.
Oh yeah, Tuca absolutely has like a big ass sofa with like little spider legs that
I
carries
love
in
that.
places.
Oh, like what's his face, the Hut from the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like Baron Harkonnen from Dune.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tuca, the alarms are going off. Tuca is coming.
Tuca
No Dune spoilies.
is coming. Dune is like 40 years old and terrible. There are spoilers allowed in chat.
No spoilies.
You don't get to vote. It's my chat. Anyway, so Tuka is on the way. The Jedi is out of the cell.
Yes.
Kit Rep is kind of crying over his monitors, trying to see what's wrong with the system and make sure there's no damage to the neural network.
Capo is being attacked by carnivorous plants.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go try and save Capo from the plants since this is all my fault, and I have a Jedi complex about that.
And that's just a succeed because he took his exhausted already.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
well, there's
so-
no reason why you would fail to take a lightsaber to a plant.
Oh yeah, but it was if Kupo is gonna interfere or anything like that.
No.
Okay,
Kit
so I
Rep
go-
is busy.
I go plant slicing, with my lightsaber.
So Capo is now free but exhausted. You are now also free but exhausted.
Oh, I'm injured, but yeah.
Free but injured. And Tuka be coming.
Yeah, what's the plan?
The alarms are still going.
I'm just like brushing plants off me, and I'm like, man, rescuing you is hard work.
Yeah, we need to get out of here right now.
It
I
even
don't.
Julianne's fries.
We can figure out who you are later. We need to not be here.
The little like lift tube light is at the top floor and it's like slowly coming down.
Ding! 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 Ding!
Where you gonna go?
Ding!
So it's a dungeon,
Yes.
and we, as far as we know, came in the only way we're gonna get out,
Yes.
But
Which is the lift.
which is the lift, which is occupied by Hut.
You could probably find, I don't know, yeah. The
Yeah.
longer you delay, the bigger it gets.
Huh. This is a bad situation.
Indeed it is. Nope, no plans? There's a loud and then gears click into place. The doors slowly open with a hiss as the humidity levels even out between the elevator and the dungeon level.
Yeah, Tuka's in his like brass like spider chair. It's all like green, gross, corroded brass and like extra legs, and he's got probably 3 or 4 goons with him because he goes everywhere with some goons. Because that's how Huts roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is your saber still out?
It is not out at the sight of when the Hut comes onto the scene. I get rid of that shit.
When you had the 20 minutes while the elevator was going, you were like,
Yeah. I have concealed it.
Itre, explain this.
he was attempting to damage the neural network, your sliminess.
Musician. Midwife.
Oh yeah, and she's an afflicted. An ash-begotten, flame-toasted afflicted. Oh, Forcer.
She's...
You know what, sir? She's probably been using her affliction to steal the life from your buds.
I am a Force user, and that's how I know for a fact that someone, not me, is sabotaging the birth of your child. I have
Sabotage! Sabotage! You seek to deflect your incompetence onto my trusted advisor.
my lord, you have taken me in when I had nowhere else to go. I have absolutely no incentive to betray you.
Then
but-
why are you not in your cell awaiting my mercy?
And we all know that Jedi hate Huts.
I am on
Yeah.
not great terms with the other Jedi. One might say I was thrown out, and that's
I
why
mean,
I
you're
had nowhere else to
afflicted.
go.
Why? This is not how I wanted this day to go.
Big like
All of the
huttish,
flesh jiggles.
all the jiggles, like 300 jiggles. The big chair creaks. The elevator kind of wobbles a little bit.
Aru.
I needed to try and get to the bottom of this and find the true culprit. That's why I acted the way I have.
The true scapegoat after you sucked all of the life out of the buds with your
Ooga.
afflicted power.
Itre, why are they out of their cells?
Well, this one wasn't in a cell originally. Like I said, he broke in and tried to damage the neural network, and it was more important to save all of the life here on the grounds than to deal with this horrible afflicted, because I knew that you would want to take care of her personally.
Gartok. He turns to the Gamorrean next to him. I want all 3 of them searched, detained, and in my chambers. This is a waste of my time dealing with this bickering.
Kid
We will
Rep is
get
used
to
to
the
this.
bottom of this.
He probably gets detained and searched at least once a week. All he's really got on him is the data pad that says, "Hey, plants, kill this guy," and it shows that there's damage to the neural network.
Yeah, are the other 2 of you down to be disarmed and detained by Gamorreans?
So wait, you left, right? You left us
He's-
with the Gamorreans?
He's vibing. He's in the elevator waiting to see his unpleasantness done.
Okay, yeah, I want to suggest to the Gamorreans that they should only take Itre up there.
Are you just gonna like tell him that? Like only
Yeah,
arrest
I'm just gonna be like, guys, I know what he said was this, but you have to understand, the hut can be a little hard to understand sometimes. He actually only wants you to take this guy. We don't work for him. Why would he even want us in his private chambers? That's disrespectful.
My guards are not idiots. Probably.
You were back in the elevator.
Oh, am I like, oh yeah, okay, sure, I'm going upstairs. You're saying this, I'm leaving the Gamorreans to deal with you.
As
That
soon
sounds
as
great.
the elevator door shut, I was like, okay, guys, he lied. This is what he really wants.
The Gamorreans only speak Huttese. Let's hear your claims.
Oh shit. 1 second. Okay. Dopa, I'm motioning to me and Nerd. Wanta! Why would we do that? No, come on. Bargain one, Chicopa. I'm literally, I had a Wikipedia page up of Hut sayings.
Oh,
You don't need to do that.
you don't need
That's
to do
hilarious.
that. It's 100% inconsistent.
I could try to mind trick the Gamorreans
That's probably fair.
to restrain the Chiss.
He's already like,
Oh, he's got like his hands behind his back and he's like waiting.
he's just like,
This is
Okay.
like whenever anything goes wrong in the dungeons, like this is kind of the MO.
yeah, this is just Tuesday for him.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So not to restrain him, but to kind of forget what they were told to do because they are Gamorreans. They're not very smart.
Yeah.
So that would definitely cause conflict, but I would like to do it covertly and for others for the sake of Brett over here.
So, and they're rolling against Tuca because this is his special.
Yeah, his guards.
Yeah, we're rolling against it.
Okay,
These are my dudes.
Very cool.
These are my dudes. Yeah, and they are acting for myself and directly. So that is 12 and 6 for me.
Oh god, I got a 7 and a 3.
What
I
dice
got
are
a
you
total.
using?
Covertly and for others, which were nerfed by my injury.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 7 though, so you're at the advantage. So what do you do? What do you do? And then I'm gonna roll to defend.
Okay, so I'm trying to mind trick them to forget what they were just told and go about their business.
Second roll 11. What was yours?
7 and 3, 10.
So 10. They're big pig people. And they like walk forward with their like big pig axes. They're not having it.
Yeah, they're not having it.
Do you want to
Okay.
go to round 2? I am. If you're willing to surrender your saber and come up to the office, we don't need to inflict any exhaustion or injury to you.
Again.
So I don't have. The problem here is that I don't really have any proof of what I'm saying. He's not going to believe me at all. So I kind of need to get the guards to go away and have it out with whatever the Chiss has on the computers and the systems in here.
So
I
it's round 2?
I think I have no choice but to go to round 2.
Sweet. Well, you go on the O list then. And 14.
I got 9. 2 and 7.
They've got their like pole arms down, pointing up. One of them pulls out a pair of like those like Star Warsy glowy handcuff things that they use all the time on the Clone Wars TV show.
Yeah.
Their leader holds out a big meaty 3-fingered green hand for you to surrender your saber. Roll your defense against 14.
Gotcha. Eight.
All right, going around 3?
Are you? Or are you giving
Or you
up?
gonna hand over your saber and go with these guys? Be aware that if at round 3 ends, I'm going to exhaust you.
I think I'm gonna hand over the saber and go with them. My rolls are not up to snuff here.
And they put the little cuffs on, and then they all turn to bread, or they turn to what bread
Capo.
capo.
Capo. And I'm just like looking at the Jedi incredulously because I can't believe you just freely handed over your lightsaber.
I just shrug.
So I'm gonna walk over to the Gamorreans, and I'm gonna try and like act like I'm turning my back to them to give up my hands, and I'm gonna try and take the lightsaber covertly from them.
Oh shit.
Well, they are trying to arrest your ass. So that is my boys again for myself indirectly.
Yeah, and this is for myself and covertly.
So what are you rolling? What 2 dice?
12 and 10.
Okay, so if I survive the first round, this puts Tuca on the O list.
Let's
So I'm rolling
go.
12 and
Hell
6.
yeah.
Tuca the Hut.
Okay, I got an 8 total.
Wow, I got 4. O list.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm going on the O list, and I doubled you. So
Holy shit.
yeah. So the Gamorrean just hits you up to the back of the fucking head with his like cross checks you with his big axe, slaps some cuffs on you,
This is going well.
drags your ass
Yeah,
upstairs.
It's just Tuesday. So we ride the elevator, and the Mass Effect music plays, and as we're going up the elevator, Kid Rep turns to the guys and is like, usually this is where I have like a fun conversation with some of my subordinates, but hate you guys.
You only hate me because we didn't kiss.
I'm not gonna ask about that. I am gonna suspect that the one who's been murdering these buds under my watch may have some incentive for me to go down the Sarlacc mouth, and some incentive such as being the second in command of this operation.
Oh my god, thank
Holy
you so
shit.
much, Anonymous Ghost, for the gift subs. I really appreciate it.
Oh damn!
Thanks for stopping by. This is really cool. Hey, Parker, you got a sub! And now everyone has adorable little Aki badges.
Zabogo got us up too.
Yep.
That is a great 5-pack
Thank
for
you
sure.
so much. This is my birthday stream, so happy birthday to me from you. Thank you. And so you have Gisela has aired her suspicions, and we continue on up, and nothing of import really happens because we're still closing out the previous rolls.
Mhm.
So we get up there, the doors are open wide. Kinrep, he knows the situation. He kind of walks up, and
Yuka's room is like up on top of one of those like weird cylindrical hut towers.
nice.
He's got like the surround sound view, like the full surrounding open view of his like weird plant domain and his like big old trees, and off in the distance is the greenhouse where he keeps the dry greenhouse where he keeps his Zarlak.
Your sliminess. My apologies and deepest remorse for what's happened today. You know Anna was looking forward to the new bud so much.
Itray. I'm so tired of this. Can you just keep yourself detained? Go wait in the other room. I'll talk to these idiots myself.
Of course, your sliminess. He gets down and does almost the full kowtow. His forehead does touch the ground, but you know, he's got his handcuffs. So he walks over to the waiting room. He's got a hollow novel in there. He kind of navigates the data
He knows
pad
how
with
this
his
works.
nose, and he's just like, all right.
He does this enough that he gets cuffed in front of his body instead of behind his body, so he basically still has full movement.
Chapter 37.
I got Bourbon D-Wade.
Nice. Great
Yo,
job.
we got a hype train going?
I thought we might.
Oh yeah, that is a hype train. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. I really appreciate it. Like I said, happy birthday from me to you. I don't know, that's not how it works, but I'm a hobbit and I released lots of fics this week in honor. Hey Kane, thank you so much. I love whatever that emoji is. Isn't it like a birthday cake?
Yeah, it's a little cupcake with candles in it going.
I
Is it-
love it. I love it.
Sorry. Is it possible for me to lean in and talk to Kupo before
Get ready.
Apo.
Capo? Capo.
That was a children's movie.
I just called you the Moogle thing. Kupo.
Oh, Koopa.
Upo.
Kupo. No, but I want to lean in and like whisper.
God
to him.
Boblin!
God
Before
Boblin,
we're-
thank you so
Shit.
much for the gift subs. I really appreciate it. I assume you're a friend of Zeb's out here. I really appreciate it. My birthday was on Thursday, and this is my birthday stream because I've been really wanting to get back into tabletop, which obviously the pandemic put a big hindrance on. And so, since this is going pretty well, we'll probably I'll look into some other systems that Zeb really likes, and then we'll see what happens, next month when I have more time.
I'm also really enjoying role playing a hut plant lord.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
love it.
It's excellent.
Honestly, same.
So, Kit Rep's in the other room. If you want to go lean into, go ahead.
So I lean in to whisper to him. I think Kit Rep is the one who's really responsible for the deaths of this hut's children, and convincing the hut lord of that is probably the only way we're getting out of here alive. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I tried to kill him.
Yeah, that didn't seem to go too well.
He as Kit Ripley's room.
Jedi. Tell me. Are you both witches, or just the one of you? If you've come here to kill me, I will warn you that many others have failed.
My lord,
I'm like,
I am
oh,
not.
you can't tell which the witch is?
I elbow him. I say, my lord, I have not come here to kill you. I have freely surrendered my lightsaber to your guards after failing to mind trick them. And it's because the conversation we started to have earlier, I swear to you, I am telling the truth. You have provided shelter for me in a situation where, a lot of people were not so happy with me. And I had absolutely no incentive to disrupt the birth of your heir. I took this job because I wanted to get it done. And I think your problems may be more internal. You may have some people who maybe don't want you to have a successful child. That's what I'm thinking.
He grumbles, eats like a little frog thing.
Accusations of treason, is it now, Jedi? And here I was, ready to make you an offer. But if you think you know something that I should be aware of, then speak freely.
I have no
Yeah.
evidence at all. This is tough. This is just reading in the other room. Oh god.
It's like, this is a tough position to put the Jedi in, Hut, because when I went down there to try and get her out of the cell, that's when I walked in on 1 second. Hit rep, compromising the plant telemetry so that the evidence of what he did to your bud would be erased from the system.
Ooh.
He was going crazy. He was smashing the monitors. He kicked a chair at me.
Musician. If you actually served a meaningful and valuable purpose in this world, I would kill you for that insolence. But you're just a musician. If you speak out of turn again, I will have your tongue removed. Jedi.
Yeah, okay.
What is your evidence?
My evidence is the power of the Force, which, as you know, grants one very strong intuition and instincts that may elude other people. And given my experience and special abilities, I have seen a situation like this many times in my mystical visions, and the threat of enemies within is always stronger than the threat of very poor and unfortunate midwives. I'm just like bullshitting this.
You are right. That the most dangerous poisons are the ones that we keep the closest to us. I will make you an offer, Jedi. Find proof of these accusations, and I will not hold you accountable. My 11th budding will not fail. And if it does, you will feed the garden. As for your idiot musician friend, I think he belongs in a cell. It's a token of your trust.
He holds out his hand and the Gamorrean drops the lightsaber in it.
I'll be keeping your toy.
That is an extremely generous offer, and the best that I could expect under the circumstances. And I bow.
Utak, go Kabrimbantol.
The Gamorreans the Gamorreans uncuff your cuffs and let you go.
Take the other one down. Put him in a cell that hasn't been compromised. And then I will meet with Itre.
So I want to suggest to the hut that he already has too many musicians in his cells, and he should just let the Jedi escort me out.
You can just say that to him.
Yeah,
I think-
it's like I'm like, dude, there's already a drunk, disgusting musician knocked out in the only cell that's good. You should just let her walk me out of here.
So you don't want to go in my cells.
I just think that you having 2 musicians in your cells when you think so lowly of them would be kind of an embarrassment.
You're right.
Oh no!
We could kill you now.
Hold up. Or
He's
You
got
could
like
let me
he's got
leave.
like a frog in one hand and this like lightsaber in the other hand that he's holding like it's like a piece of trash. Like he's got like the pinch grip on it.
yeah, like it might bite him.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
I'm just like, or you're gonna get your 11th bud to work. No harm, no foul. You could just let her walk me out of here.
And where would you go? I don't trust you. I have no reason to trust you. She has served me well enough for many years. You aren't even very good at playing that thing you call a horn.
I'm not very good at anything. I'll just go back wherever musicians go on Nar Shaddaa. It's not a big deal.
Yes, prison. Go there.
Can we
You
add that
said
to the
yourself
call?
I've already got one.
He's another frog.
Where they belong, prison.
So the Gamorreans are going to try to drag you back down to prison. You're welcome to fight them in the elevator. You're welcome to run right now. You could try to threaten me, I guess. You could try to escalate this situation. Uka's not going to be convinced that you should not be sent back to jail.
Right.
Gisela has been given free reign to investigate, so she might be able to say something.
Good luck with that.
I don't think I'm gonna push my luck for the sake of this guy I don't know.
Yeah, so
No
I'm pretty
offense.
fucked, so I guess I just gotta play the trump card, and I'm just like, fine. She has a huge bounty on her head.
Oh! I was gonna suggest that you do that, but this is better.
Oh, a bounty. This changes things.
He puts the lightsaber down with like a little clack next to his frog bowl.
So I lick my lips and I say, "This is what I was speaking of when I mentioned that I had nowhere else to go and have thrown myself onto your generous protection, my lord. It further reinforces that I have absolutely no reason to mess up my position here. As you can see, bounty hunters have attempted to infiltrate in the guise of musicians, even."
Your bounty must not be very high if this is the best hunter that came for it.
Well, it is a republic bounty. You know how they are with the government stipend and the set rates and all of that.
Republic. Public bounties. I'll tell you what, bounty hunter. If the Jedi finds evidence and delivers me a child, you may take her back to your authorities or negotiate with her some other safe release. If the Jedi cannot find this evidence or my child does not survive, you both know what will happen to both of you.
Like, deal.
I,
Sounds
I
good
also,
to me.
I also agree. I figure I'll work it out. I'll work out that part later. I just gotta get out of this room alive.
Throw
This
it under the
audience is
bus
over.
wing.
This audience is over. Bounty Hunter, I may have a deal for you as well.
Okay.
After all, I am hot with business. But for now, I have some mourning to do. Itre, consider yourself pardoned.
This one is unworthy your sliminess.
I know.
I like hot law because it's like it's a pardon unless we find evidence.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Bounty Hunter, Jedi. If you need anything from me to aid in your investigation, I charge very reasonable rates for the assistance of my staff.
It is very generous, and we appreciate it, your lordship.
What she said.
Get out of here, both of you.
We leave.
Poor Capo. He could have just said he was a bounty hunter and never done with any of this, and it would have gone a lot better.
Yeah, Huts love bounty hunters.
Well, Capo doesn't love Brain.
Clearly.
Okay, so we're out of the audience chamber. I turn to you, to Capo, and I say, who sent you? Who did you get the bounty from?
Nobody. I just I joined the Rhodians band because they had a bunch of people die last time, and they needed somebody to fill in. And when we were doing the walkthrough with you the other day, I saw you, and I just knew that you were a Jedi, and I put 2 and 2 together. There's been a bounty on the Miraluka Jedi on every board in Nar Shaddaa for the last 6 months.
You knew I was a Jedi from looking at
You
Well,
wouldn't know much about looking.
me.
You, you stink of it.
Well, it seems to me that you have some ability with the Force yourself, but none of that will really matter unless we can come up with evidence in 24 hours, because I have no idea how we walked out of there alive, and he's not going to give us a second chance.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I've been at exactly one chamber when one birth happened, so I can't tell you much about the evidence.
Well, what are your instincts telling you? Because I don't see how there are not many people in this organization with the brains and incentive to cross him.
You don't see much of anything.
His second in command is a logical candidate, but I'm interested in your impressions with your particular senses.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Kit Rep is the guy.
This may be more your
Racist
area.
against Chiss.
This may be your area of expertise, Sir Bounty Hunter, because I mostly do midwifing, and I was a Jedi before that. I don't really know how we go about slicing or bribing, or how do you think we should try and uncover some evidence?
We should probably start by going to Kit Rep's private chambers.
That's
one
true. I
assumed.
do know where those are, given my time in the palace. I do know also that we will not have an easy time getting in there without his permission.
Well, I think he is perceptible to being seduced if I try my best.
Really, really now.
His wife
Yep,
is a pitcher
yeah.
plant.
He's into me. I could tell from when we were fighting in the monitor room.
Do you really want to go seduce him? Is that what your instincts are telling you?
If you don't have a better way for me to get in there. Look, I'm not a bounty hunter. I just saw you and I was like, that person has a bounty on them.
Well, your instincts have gotten you this far. We may as well trust in the Force or something.
You are, without a doubt, the worst Jedi I have ever seen.
But you have heard of me.
Okay, so Gisela leads Capo to Kit Rep's chambers, which are
Right.
deep, deep in the fucking swamp area of the manor. And it's kind of terrifying. And it's quadruply terrifying for everyone who's lived there a while and knows how much dry cleaning costs. And oh my god, he wears pure white suits and lives here! So they approach, and it's frightening, truly, because the whole manor really is full of plants, many of whom are carnivorous and seem to have minds of their own. And so they approach. It is covered with vines that just pulse with life in a very, very unsettling way. And there's not exactly a door, it's just sort of open, and there's a pitcher plant like leaning out, getting whatever pitiful light comes from the sun that shines on Nar Shaddaa. And the pitcher plant is beautiful, and frighteningly, all of its leaves are adorned with beautiful silver jewelry with snowflake ornaments on it all around. And, gazing around the pitcher plant, you can see Kit Rep inside, furiously ordering more monitors on Jawazon.
Jawazon, I love that.
Okay, so I tell wow, everybody's names just keep escaping me. I tell Gisela to be ready to sneak in once he's distracted. And I knock on the door. And I've got like my chest exposed a little bit. And I'm just like, I came to apologize for what happened earlier.
How dare you bare your flesh in front of Anna? The only flesh she sees that is... What are you again? Are you a human?
I'm a Twi'lek.
Whatever flesh she sees that is purple, she eats.
I'm just like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Well, conveniently, I have a stepladder, so you can just get right in there. And so he goes and he pulls a stepladder and he walks through the open wall and sort of sets it up next to the giant pitcher plant that's easily taller than both of them. Step right up.
And I'm like, really? There's no way that we can put this past us.
None.
I'm
You
here
destroyed
to
my
apologize.
monitors from Scylla. They're the only thing of home that I care about.
The only thing.
Yeah. Have you been to Scylla? It's a shithole. And the
I haven't even
Ascendancy.
been off
oof.
Nar Shaddaa.
So, please. Anna's hungry.
And I just back out of the door and I'm like, we're gonna take a different tactic.
I had my doubts as to the success of the seduction plan, but the Force finds a way.
And I'm like, it was kind of working on the plan.
I don't think that it was working on the plan.
What would you have us do? We need to be in that room.
We do, and we need him to not be in that room. But
Is there some way we can get him to go back to the cells via emergency?
via emergency. How good are you with computers?
I kicked one really hard earlier.
We could, and by we I mean me, attempt to make him think that there's something very, very important that he forgot in the jail cells. The problem with this is that I am injured and I couldn't even mind trick Gamorreans earlier, and this Chiss is very crafty and intelligent. But it is an
Right.
option.
The best part about this is if they say, you know, Tuca gave us full run of the facility to find proof. But too bad they're just idiots.
Oh, they are idiots.
Oh, there's no point where Capo is gonna think of that.
So what's Tuca doing upstairs?
Tuca is sleeping. He has had a hard fucking day, and he is passed the hell out on his big fat slug bed, dreaming happy slug dreams about money and plants.
Happy slug dreams. I like him. Just piles of credits.
He did not lie. He did not lie about his, he's mixed himself up some like wild ass narcotic tea, and he's had like a sip of it and then just like passed out. He's just doing hot things. Like, you don't get that fat by sleeping less than 20 hours a day.
Sounds good. Meanwhile,
So
Yeah, I'm happy to watch this comedy of errors play out. Tuca's down to nap. This is great.
So I'm like, Gisela, it's complicated for me to explain why, but there is a Zabrak in one of the cells named Bonzo, and I think if you ask him to, he would cause a commotion and get Sitrep to run down there, or Kitrep to run down there.
well, your mind trick has worn off. But
Oh, that's
okay.
fair.
I mean, Bonzo will probably still raise a stink, though. Bonzo has been arrested for absolutely no fucking reason.
That's true. We just have to radicalize Bonzo.
Is he a friend of yours?
We met yesterday
At rehearsal.
and at rehearsal, and he told me that he thinks that the crate horn is an instrument that's only played by school children and the disabled.
That seems like it was going well.
I think he was into me.
Okay. Why?
God, I hate bards.
I love it. I love it, Bella.
Why don't I attempt to make him think that he has some business in the jail cells?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Still think
covertly.
radicalized the plan.
And for myself, which is an 8 and a
So-
6.
So you're doing a mind trick.
Yes.
So Kit Rep is on Tuca list. He is checking the responses to the midwife ads, and also, trying to find listings for new monitors. So, he's got his maneuvering going on, and so that's how he's going to defend himself with a 12 and an 8.
The Atten Rand defense.
That is a 12.
I got a 6.
You get to reroll, fortunately, but yeah.
Yes.
If I continue the combat.
No.
Well, no,
you
so
have to
that's
roll for
basically
round one.
initiative, and you
Oh,
roll
okay,
your
okay.
defense now.
Gotcha.
What were the 2 dice you rolled?
A 10 and a 2.
I got a 5 and a 1, so I got half.
Oof.
Wait, you
Oof.
rolled a D2?
No, yeah, Zeb meant what type of dice?
Oh,
did
I
you
rolled a
both
6
roll?
and an 8, sorry.
Yeah, cool. I'm just tracking a list in my head.
So you just failed. because you rolled your second roll was a 5 and a 1. You said.
Oh no, that was still the first roll.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
done the second roll yet. That's a 5 and a 3. That's an 8.
Okay, so you don't super lose, but the power of capitalism is working.
I look at Capo. I go, he's too involved in Javazan. I can't get through to his mind.
Meanwhile, he turns around and he's like, "Are you assholes still out here? I thought you were trying to find out who's killing my master's buds. You know you've got a limited time."
We are, and that's why we're here to ask for access to the computer systems.
You're going to have to be more specific.
I would.
Access to the Hut Palace computer systems.
He doesn't have a palace, so no.
Access to the rooms where the buds were being watched.
You
and-
already have access to the room where the buds were being watched. You're the midwife.
Yes, but something definitely happened when I was gone.
Yeah, you stole the life force from the buds with your
Well,
affliction.
something that actually happened was them being sabotaged. So I need to check into that.
You already have access to the rooms. Should I tell the master that you are just harassing me and not investigating?
Let's not tell him that. That would be bad.
So what is it you want? Because you are wasting time. And move, you're putting my precious Anna in the shade.
Something bold. Bold moves are always better.
I just had a terrible idea. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
They try to take Anna hostage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do something bold. Dice don't get rolled till there are consequences.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm really tired of this guy, and I just lift my leg up and point it at the base of the plant, and I'm like, is Anna structurally similar to a monitor?
No, but I will kill you before your boot lands. And he jumps forward with a blaster. So
Yo!
I have an 8 and a 4 that I can roll to defend against your attack.
Okay.
Because that's an action, and I took damage to that.
How are you acting?
I don't think there's really any
That's
any
violence,
case
right?
for anything other than directly. I'm gonna say it's for myself though, because I'm still desperately trying to get out of this situation.
That's fair.
So it's a 10 and a 4.
Rip kit rep. That's a 6.
I got an 8.
Wait. Yeah, okay, never mind, yeah. So I have to roll against an 8. Which is possible, technically. I got a 6. And so,
So, how does Capo seize the advantage?
Okay. So I'm like, if you don't want my boot to land, you are going to let the Jedi search this room for evidence, and you are going to cooperate.
so I'm not taking that because he's threatening my wife. No. The fisticuffs are
going-
happening.
We're going round 2.
We're going round 2.
Let's go. All right.
Add a
go
Brett,
ahead
add a
and advantage.
D6. Add a
Okay.
D6 to your pool.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Oh man, god damn it. 19, I almost doubled you
Oh!
up.
Oh man.
Oh no!
I'm
So-
only successful if I'm putting my boot into something.
So, Kid Rep he's mad swinging. He don't care. He is taking hits. He is taking hits. He is hurting, but he is not going down without this fight.
Ava, how are you keeping the advantage here while being beat up by a fucking chiz?
Oh, it's I think he's just like trying to crawl over the stuff that he knocked over, trying to dive at me, like his laptop and stuff. So I just have like a boot held up and my hand on his forehead, like just swinging his arms.
Acceptable. Acceptable.
Ask
Is
him
he-
for the master key to the system.
Or go round 3.
Round 3. We're going. You don't threaten my wife. That's a 4.
I got a 9.
Owie.
That's double, and it's round 3.
So, Kit Rep, he is dead, my dude. You have just killed head of security.
Wait, he's dead.
Really
He is
loved
dead.
her.
Did that?
His
Vela-
boot was too powerful.
Vela just said,
So it is narratively removed from the story. It's not necessarily dead.
I kind of think that he had a heart attack because the stress of his poor Anna. No, it's too much.
can I use my far-reaching force healing to save his life? I don't want him to die. I just want him to be knocked out so I can get his security key.
Yeah, unconscious for the like unconscious and tied up in a basement for the next 24 hours is the same effect on the story as dead.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So he is literally having a heart attack. I like bend over him and like exhaust myself using force healing on him because I'm a Jedi. But I also
You don't have to burn exhaust to do that. You can just do
oh
it.
yeah, sorry, I
To
just
do it,
meant
to
like
do it.
figuratively.
Yeah.
But I also search him for any like security key or master key or something we can use to get into the system.
We got ocular scans and bioscans, my dude.
Oh no.
Well, fortunately you also have him, and he
Yeah.
has
You
both
have his-
oculi and biology.
Oh
So,
yes, weekend at Kit Reps. Let's go.
So Capo, I need you to help me carry this guy.
Okay.
We need to. I think we need to use his biometrics to get into the system because if there's any evidence, it's going to be locked behind his biometrics.
All right. Yeah. Go to the security door, and I'll drag him and catch up with you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So when he gets
They
out
just
of
like
the room,
let
I'm
you in
going
the
to-
front door of the palace, like dragging the fucking body of the head of security.
I mean,
I'm gonna be
It's
pulling
Tuesday.
the. He had a heart attack. I am a healer. I need to get him to additional medical.
Okay. So
Like
yeah,
that-
as soon as Nerd walks out of the room,
Oh,
I'm
well-
going to open the what?
If
What'd you say, nerd?
if dragging his body around is going to be a problem, we need to resolve the conflict.
no,
right,
it's
but I'm
Tuesday.
not doing that yet.
Okay. I was just making sure we weren't.
I
going
think
to-
Gisela is gonna kind of expect the body to be following closely.
Yeah.
Right. No, I understand.
Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, as soon as you walk out of the room, I'm going to try really quick to grab the laptop he was shopping for monitors on and order a transport from the palace to the Republic embassy
Wow.
Oh shit!
Rude.
Sneaky.
using his credit card information, which he for some reason stored.
I mean, you have his biometrics.
Yeah, I literally have him right there, so I'm just gonna order it and have him pay
That's
for
true.
it.
When it
I'm
actually
picturing you like I'm picturing it's like ocular scan, please, and you like pick up his eyelid and like
Yeah,
shove it on.
exactly.
This is amazing.
Exactly.
I love this.
So yeah, I just want to order to have a Republican transport waiting outside,
I-
a Republic transport, and then
I
I'm
did
gonna
not
start carrying the
suspect
body.
or like try to stop that or anything.
Use his Uber account exactly, Bello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his
Okay,
poor
so-
Uber driver, like, God, not the plant guy again.
Anyway, yeah, then I start dragging the body after Nerd. After Gisela.
Okay. Now we're gonna head to the room where the buds were kept because, as he pointed out, that's the footage we need. But I never noticed anything wrong when I was reviewing the footage, and I lacked the access to really get into the system. So my assumption is that if we can use his biometrics and stuff, we can see what really went down.
So you're in the security office?
Yes.
Okay, so you have entered the security office, and now you have the computer, and the computer's turned on. You've picked Kit Rep up by his hair, pulled his eyelid up. No, the other eye.
Iggy.
Carrying him by his hair, kind of just set him down on the desk when there's some space over here. Also, yes, thank you, Biggie. And you open it up. Everything is written in Chan. All the files, all the documents written in Chan, and they're not light pads, so Gisela can't look at it anyway.
So I'm blind. So you're gonna have to read this for me, which should be pretty straightforward. I say confidently. Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
No, it's it's in a comically different language from.
No, I know, and I'm just like, Crass, C-Store, PostGap Foreign.
After much clicking and faking that he knows what he's doing, Capo manages to find the security camera data. So he's able to look at the videos, not so great on the dates and the times, but he's got it, and he finally gets to the room where the buds were being stored.
So I'm like describing the room and stuff, but I don't know what it actually looks like, and I can't see the camera feed. So it's all up to him.
This is like a
It's like I'm picturing like rows of like little like kind of pods, like you know those swoopy Men in Black chairs,
Yeah.
like glass fronted pods with like hut buds, which I don't know what a hut bud looks like, and I hope I never find out. But some deeply nasty pustulant things in them, like incubating, like a cross between an ICU and like an HR Geiger illustration.
I love that.
So, after hours and hours of viewing the footage, with Capo narrating what he's seeing very unhelpfully, using terms that Gisela doesn't understand because she was raised as a Jedi and she doesn't know a lot of those things about the gutter rats know, they piece together the puzzle. One of the guards, now dead, poisoned the last bud. This is obvious. Unfortunately, the poison should have been obvious enough for Gisela to notice. But the problem is that the side effect of the poison that she should have noticed was discoloration, which unfortunately she cannot see.
You're colorblind.
So they follow.
And who knows what
Well,
who knows what
actually
color
blind.
baby huts are supposed to be anyway.
They follow the path of the guardsman who did the poisoning, and eventually they see him being dragged by his collar by Kit Rep and thrown into the Sarlacc terrarium, where he began at the beginning of our story.
Wow,
Oh,
what a way to
shit.
go. They say that you are digested for 1,000 years inside the Sarlacc. That poor guy.
So what are you gonna do with this evidence?
I hit Control P.
I would like to present the evidence to
Tuca.
Tuca, the hut.
Uka is asleep as a motherfucker.
Well, that's true. He did say he was going to call us back in like 24 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could also go wake him up.
Don't know if that's a great plan.
He didn't say it was a good plan, he just said it was an option.
So I suggest that we wait for him to call us to the audience the next day and have the evidence to present.
That works.
Red?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so morning dawns, or what passes for morning, on Nar Shaddaa, and they come up into Tuca's office, and Tuca has received a report that reads the following. Whether or not he cares, we'll find out. The report is from the Plant Neural Network. It most unfortunately says that Anna received a partial kick to the lower part of her bell and is quite unhappy about it, and requests politely some recompense from his sliminess. And also, something happened to that Chist that's always very nice to her and gives her lots of food.
Jedi.
Yes, your lord. Or my lord. Sorry.
What do you have for me?
We have video evidence that the reason that the bud did not take was poison, and that the one responsible for the poison was none other than God fuck, what's his name?
It was just another. It was a different guard.
It was a guard
Yeah.
working for your
It
guard
was
captain.
Johansson.
Poison. Betrayal in my home.
He's like his whole he's like it's like someone taking a table full of Jello and it's just like putting it in an earthquake machine. Like the whole thing's just wobbling and wobbling.
I like that you're describing him the way that we describe Santa Claus.
Same energy.
For sure.
Santa Claus is a hut, in case you didn't know that. He's got a really shitty business model though.
Give me this evidence. Show me your proof. Now.
Capo just puts on like 5 different computer monitors and luckily one portable hard drive that just happens to have what they need on it.
I love that.
Where is E-Tray?
Where is E-Tray?
I've just been still dragging him this whole time.
Yeah, I explained that he had a
I
heart
just
attack.
slowly carried him into the room.
I explained that he had a heart attack yesterday, but I kept him alive. I figured that you would prefer him that way, so that you can dispense justice yourself, Lord Hut.
You kept him. You kept him for me. I like you, Jedi. Have you considered a career in palace security? We have an opening after all.
I bow very deeply, and I say that I think that I would like to leave my current employment situation.
That's the wrong answer.
We did have a deal. We did have a deal. Bounty Hunter. Jedi's yours. You have 2 hours to get out of my palace. Both of you. I need a new
I'm like,
midwife.
great. Thank you. And then I say, plus, the Jedi managed to keep Kit Rep alive, and in the end, wasn't the real son the son you had on the way?
I have more buds. I do not need this
Rip.
creature anymore. Gartok! The Gamorrean's like, Gartok. I'm going to transmit the palace codes to you. Find me a new midwife. We're going to try this again. Get out of here, Jedi bounty hunter! Done enough damage today.
I am God. I am bowing and scraping all my way out.
All right, so as we're walking through the main hall, I'm kind of like lagging behind because I took an exhaustion and my feet are dragging a little bit from kicking monitors and plants. And I'm going to attempt to covertly use one of the chairs from the presentation yesterday to hit Nerd in the back of the head like it's WWE.
Sounds good.
I love it.
I am going to.
You're gonna betray Gisela here at the last
I am.
minute.
Of course he is.
He
I
has
have a
to.
fucking
That's the
car
bounty.
waiting outside. There's a bounty to collect. He wasn't gonna go with me.
So I'm gonna defend myself directly for myself, which is 2d6s, because I am very guilty, but I don't necessarily want to go with you.
I never gave you the choice. I'm just the shield. I'm Seth Rollins going with the steel chair to the back.
I love it.
Oh god, I got a 3 and a 1.
Oof.
I got a 15.
Oh my god.
All right, now roll your defense.
I got an 8.
It's not twice anymore.
Yep.
So,
So
what? You
what
put
does that
your
mean?
arm up, and the little force shield comes, and the chair still hits you like on the back, but you're conscious still.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like I get a flash of, force enhanced instinct, and I managed to not get clocked in the head by the chair, but you still like whack me in the arm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swing again.
Roll with your plus 1d6 for advantage.
11.
6.
So you're just barely
Still
holding on
swinging.
there by your fingernail.
I'm still swinging.
You're still swinging. You're not listening. If I were to say, "Hey, stop," you're like ignoring me, right?
Oof.
Yeah, I'm just seeing dollar signs and red.
All right.
I want to leave Nar Shaddaa.
I got a 5. I'm not rolling well.
Yeah, I got an 11 again, so
I think you beat
that's
me up.
double and third turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so my now unbelievably adept particular strength of dragging bodies, I carry Nerd into the shuttle that's been waiting for me on KitRep's credit card.
All right. I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you beat her unconscious, drag her onto the shuttle, and fly away.
I did survive ending my employment with the hut, so
I feel like that's where that scene.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's seen. Yeah.
And now that E-Tray is going to be fed to the Sarlacc, even though it wasn't, they don't have proof that it was directly his fault. That's good enough for a hut. So the Butt'll bud just fine.
Yeah, and so Tuka got both of the things that he wanted.
Yep.
Yep.
I got one of the things that I wanted.
You survived ending your employment, probably.
Well, yeah. No mean
I-
feat.
Brett didn't fool anyone, but he did end up with his bounty.
That's true. I was both the worst bard and the worst bounty hunter, and
I
I'm
also
gonna get paid.
think Gisela ends up on the O list one more time for that last fight.
I think so.
Because you were rolling 2d6 there?
I was. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're back on the O list again.
Hell yeah.
You're on there twice.
Oh, so that was a very fun session. Do you see why I like Star Wars?
I see why you like In a Wicked Age.
So, thanks to everyone for coming out. You made the birthday stream really good. I liked the amount of sort of chat involvement that we had, of people popping in and having a little commentary, but you guys didn't seem too bothered that we were, doing our thing, which is how I wanted it to go. So, ideally, we'll probably do at least one more and see how it goes. I'll work out the layout a little bit more and get things rolling. Especially because after I got a new desk, so everything's going to be changed. So
It would be hella cool if we could get our faces
yes,
if we wanted to redo the layout.
That's true.
I'll talk with Velo and Brett and figure out how to do that.
Because y'all missed some high quality hut faces that I was making.
Oh, you were face acting as well as voice acting.
Yeah.
They go together.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't
I'm
want
sure
to
the camera
put
just
the
up
huge
Zeb's
time
chin.
investment into figuring it out when I didn't know if it was going to be a thing that was even going to work. So, Velo
Yeah,
and
for
I
real.
will.
Yeah,
will
yeah, I
work
can
on
set it up for you next time. It's pretty. It won't be too bad.
Good. Then Brett and Velo and I will work to make everything super smooth and great and fantastic. I assume there was a kudos board that I should be reading now.
Oh yes, I was gonna ask if you wanted me to send that to you now.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. Oh, see, totally just ruined my camera here. I'll fix it. So,
Velo, it was 6A. It was first ballot Hall of Fame snark.
it was great, Snark. Hey, there we go. Oh, I see a picture of Bailey. Already off to a great start. Sorry, let me just... I see the Salem gift, too. Alright, so... Happy birthday, TK. One of the best people I know. You've impacted my life for the better in so many ways. And you absolutely deserve it. With love from Burb. Happy birthday, TK. So glad Brett introduced me to your streams because you're a lovely person and I love hanging out with you. Keep being fantastic. Thank you, Rose. It's cake day from Elliot. Yay! Happy birthday, Teeks. I'm so glad to be your friend. You're really such a wonderful person. I hope this coming year is full of things to smile about, laughter, and tons of love. Thanks, Elliot. I love this mimic. I love mimics. Mimics are best. Mimics are bae. All right, hold on. Let me move it to the other so I can still see chat. Yeah, there we go. Well. Look who has a birthday today. I got you this totally normal looking loot chest. I hope you have a wonderful birthday and a top-notch year. I also want to thank you for being a core pillar of the Bread Box and for building an amazing community where I and many others have found some amazing people, and for posting pictures of your cute cats, and for streaming while I'm at work to make the day go by faster, and for always standing up for others and not taking any BS. Truly, life's too short not to ban people. You're an inspiration to me. Big hugs. You're amazing, but I suppose you already knew that. Thank you, Kane. Yes, I am amazing. Happy birthday from the whole pet family. We're very glad you adopted us and made our lives better. From Bailey. I love it. This is also one of the best photos I've ever taken, ever.
Yeah, I know you love that photo.
Happy birthday, TK. Lots of emojis. Wow, you're old. Lol, at your age, you can... I don't... Who did this? Who did this?
I think you know who did this.
You know who did
That's
this.
fucking Kirby. God damn it. By your age, Steve Jobs dropping out of college, co-founded Apple. I hate you so much, Kirby.
Oh, it's not Kirby.
Oh, it's not
It's
Kirby.
KW.
KW?
It's KW.
Who's KW?
The person who we just said was exactly like you.
Oh! Oh, I hate him so much. Tell him I hate him. Oh my god. I hate him so much. Steve Foster wrote, oh, Suzanne American Classic. You're gonna get fucked up tonight. Snake bombs, get it? I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Tell him how much I hate him. I hope your day of birth is wonderful and fun. Take it easy and play with the kitties. Happy birthday. I did very much on the day. Teeks, happy birthday. No puns this time, thank you. Just birthday wishes from the Melon Hats. TK, happy birthday from Bun. I hope that you had the most amazing day because you're an amazing friend. Thank you so much for all the support you've always given me and Sue over the years. We appreciate you and your friendship so much. You're so great at getting a community together, and that's such a special quality to have. I'm so grateful to be part of that community and that I can call you my friend. I hope birthday weekend is the best and you have lots of yummy food and comfy fun times and that all the boba your heart desires. I hope you like the birthday art. It's my favorite one that I've made so far. Thank you so much, One. Oh my god, Big E! Thank you so much for the biddies. I really appreciate it. And don't worry about the kudos board. It's totally fine. I know that you love me and you're amazing and you stop by all the time and I really appreciate it. Also, just to piggyback off of what Bun said, I like to think that my special skill as a person is to take two people that are cool and then rub them together and be like, hi, you should be friends now. So I'm glad that other people sort of see it that way too. Happy birthday, TK. Hope you have the best time ever. Get lots of kitty cuddles on your big day. Thanks for being friends with me and Fun of the Years. Can't wait to see more. Also, I love Pusheen. I have lots of Pusheen stuff. I can't... Oh, here we go. Look, I have a little Pusheen pocketbook. Oh, wait, you can't see. There we go. Yeah, see, it's Pusheen. You know, we make fun of Nerdalaw for taking the world's longest showers, but it's one of my favorite things about him, because if he didn't do that, we never would have met when you took over his Slack account. I don't know how many years it's been at this point, or shared laughs, or games we've played, or Tony's pizza we've eaten, but you guys have become the closest family that I have, and I love you so much. And if that wasn't enough, you brought my fuzzy gray best friend in my life and took care of him until he was ready to come home. I hope this birthday slaps so fucking hard. And I'm so glad you're getting into Twitch streaming and have an outlet to share your community building and humor and writing with people again, and it brought Zeb back into your life, who is an absolute treasure, which you are. There we go. Sorry, I made the camera
No, you're a treasure.
so that it's like, if I move to the left, my hands move to the left, but I'm not used to it because now I'm used to it being the other way. So anyway, I could write this all goddamn day, and I love you so much. From Bread, of course. This one must be from Curve because it has an otter. Hi TK, I hope your birthday is like this gift and is a slam dunk. I love it. Also, fuck you. I'm glad I got to meet you and got to know you. Your love for otters makes me warm and fuzzy inside. I also love how much knowledge you have on just about every topic. You're a great friend who always wants to help out everyone, and you do such a good job making everyone feel comfortable and welcome in our community. Have a wonderful birthday, and I hope your reign as monarch of the mods never ends. Have you seen that T-shirt that I made them? On the back it says "Life's too short not to ban people."
I just nodded in response to you asking me that question because I'm so used to being on a camera.
I'm sorry. TK, happy birthday. It's hard to think that we've barely known each other for a year, granted, a very long year, and you've become one of my closest friends in the world. You've helped me learn many things about myself and nudge me to becoming a better person, something that you do for everyone around you. I hope you have a good birthday, a good weekend, and many more in your future. Thank you, Velo. I love you. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. This stream would not have happened without your help, and I really cannot stress that enough, because if not just helping with the graphics and making the website and all of that, every single time Velo was like, by the way, I worked on this, I was like, oh shit, that's right, I gotta prepare. And so without that, I wouldn't have had like my cool little costume, I wouldn't have done this, the layout would not have been as cool. We have Velo to thank for absolutely all of that. So thank you so much, Velo. I really appreciate it. Happy birthday, Sister V sends you the softest head buns and baby kisses. I hope you have lots of good things to eat and get lots of cool things from Parker. And this is a picture of V when he was a teeny baby. TK, you're such a wonderful, generous spirit with a willingness to give so much back, oftentimes when giving back takes a toll on you. I hope you have the absolute best birthday and you get all the love and joy you put into the world back to you tenfold. From Spinster. Also, I love all of you, and Spinster is correct that I do give a lot of myself to help other people, but I have learned boundaries, and so I don't give more than I can afford anymore. So those disasters don't happen anymore, because I learn from my mistakes. TK, you are one amazing person. You supported me over the last few months, has made my life a whole lot better, and helped me get through a lot of shit, and I owe you a lot for that. You don't owe me anything, Mighty. That is the bare minimum you deserve. Not just that, though, you really have become someone who I love to talk to about various topics, and also have a good laugh with. I'm honored to call you a friend, and appreciate you more than I can put into words. Thank you for being amazing, Mighty. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for coming out. You really made this birthday extravaganza great. So a lot of you know I have like some chronic pain conditions. I have a new chair and a new desk, and so hopefully that'll make my computer stuff a lot better. I don't know if you remember, but like much earlier in the year I had like a bum right shoulder, right arm, whatever. And it was painful and blah blah blah, and it lasted forever because everything I did was agitating it. Anyway, new computer, new desk, or new desk, new chair. That's gonna help out with that. Andy, who forgot to put on the kudos board as well, Biggie, it's not just you. She bought me the Bear Taffy plushie, which is my second favorite streamer. He has a plushie that came out. It's super cute. And the sale was ending the day before my birthday, so I made like a joke tweet to be like, oh, but my birthday is the day after that, to see if someone would buy it for me, because that's who I am as a person. And Andy was like, oh, I'll get that for you. And then, of course, you know, Parker, who sent this picture of V, she got a little yukata for Bailey because she knows that I love putting clothes on Bailey and that Bailey loves having clothes put on her. She also sent me some goose socks, which is great. Nerd bought me a milk frother. He didn't know what it was. He just knew that it looked coffee adjacent and thought I would appreciate that. So I love you. Good job.
That is on brand.
It really is. Brett, of course, got me new Pokemon Snap, which I played all last week, and I will continue to play, though not entirely on stream, because that game is so hardcore and so intense and is really hard to stream. So anyway, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. You made this birthday great, and you have made being stuck inside a lot better, because anyone who has anxiety or depression knows having a regular schedule helps so much, and so knowing that I have to get up every day and then be streaming at 11 a.m. has been really good for me. And of course, you know, I'm not afraid to take time off if I have a migraine, so I'm not pushing myself too hard, and it's all helping. So thank you so much for coming out. We had a lot of fun. We are going to continue doing tabletop. It won't be till next month. I'll let you know if we're going to continue this and keep the O list, or if we're going to move to a different system with Conspiracy Boardomancy, which, I mean, who knows. So thank you so much for coming out. We are going to call the stream here. I had a ton of fun. Big thanks to our players today. There were Zabogo, who, of course, is here and great and fantastic, and got me into both MMOs and tabletop, so we can blame him for like 90% of my weird eccentricities at this point. And
90
then,
is conservative.
And then my beloved husband, Super Nerd, who is an idiot, and thank God for me. And then the best found family brother in the world, Loafing Around with Bread, who I forced to move out here, and now he has my son Dorian. And since he has Dorian captive, I guess we just have to keep being friends. Anyway, I will see you all on Monday at 11 a.m. for more streaming. And that's it for
Happy
today.
birthday!
I'll see you next
Happy
time.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Wait, TK, do you want to raid?
Sure. Who do we want to raid?
Do Bree. She's doing a 500 follower
Can
celebration.
you spell the name for me?
Yeah. BRIDANANN.
Uh-huh. Like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Tell her that I said that I hope that she's having a great day and good luck, but that I went to go get food because I'm starving.
Yes, go eat.
All right, and I'll see you next time.
Love food.
Yes. Bye,